doesn't work out any way you think about it, but I'll go do it. It's fine.
That's good, lad. You're a good man. All right, then. Bernie, let's let's roll out the cots.
Okay.
You see, as you guys are rolling out the cots, only two of the surviving cultists walk up to you guys. One of them is like a so mind you, they are all kind of a mixed pool of individual people. I used giant kin stat blocks across the board, but really they're not like literally the giant kin. They're just this the runts of everything left over pretty much. So you got like a mix of like like an elf looking giant, and then you got a tiefling one that has like no horns. It's as if they were intentionally broken off at some point at a young age. And they come up to you, and the tiefling's like, excuse me, what now?
They knock on the tiny hut door.
Well, you could hear him. He doesn't touch it.
Yeah, he's just on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
No one's home.
Right to knock first.
He touches it, and you guys hear nothing because it's a magical barrier.
Oh, that's right. That's my bad. Bernie, you mind helping the little giant man here? Little super tall guy.
But you want me to like let him in?
No. Well, you make your best judgment, but I believe they should be reparated. You know how it is. When people help you, you help them.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay. Hey guys, my dad says he'll pay you.
I was thinking a turkey leg or two, but that'll do.
Very generous, but we don't have purposes for such things. There's no money vendors out here. We don't go into town. We have been shunned. But the chicken leg sounds delicious.
Yeah, we have some goose eggs, and we have some chicken legs for you.
Goose.
I did hear you lost a goose. You know where we could get you a new one? I'd be happy to assist.
While he's talking, can I see like a whole bunch of food on his like pelican?
Oh yeah, it's on the back of the palanquin.
It's like
wraps. Birdie's gonna go to the back while he's talking and then just grab like an armful of it and then like come trundling out.
Okay.
Here you guys go, and just throw it.
They just look at you like they grab it. I mean, they're just like, hell yeah. You probably give them like maybe 15 pounds of solid goods rations.
It's like half of his food.
You got it.
I scrounged to get unseen servants, but they're all gone because I wasn't able to call them back. No, where are my helpers? I need to collect.
They're like, we will head back to our but should we see you all again, we will allow passage of safety.
Sweet.
It's been a pleasure working with you as well.
We are sorry about your no longer existing. We recognize your other one enjoys corpses.
He was quite heroic, wasn't he? That was quite the ending for our man Brock.
Leave our dead for your uses in accepted trade of such supplemental rations.
Much blood.
I think Darth needs him. If you want him.
he leaves their two kin corpses behind. So they're just lying there. Along with two of Darth's Illithids that also got killed. But I don't know if Darth could revive anything that dies, right? Like his own things. Is that how that spell works, right? Yeah,
I don't know what the rules are.
I don't know either. Like, I don't know if there's like we have to keep track of every single entity he's touched with this and he can't do it again. I feel like it's like a spammable thing as long as I don't get rid of him. I think for you, we just always obliterated it because you always had skeletons and they were so easy to just, disassemble pretty much. Like you lost more bones than he's lost body parts. So
it was pretty fun.
Oh, no, it was great. It's just that, with yours, we were always really good at getting rid of them, or your teammates were, so it was very convenient.
Within the first half hour.
He does have to cast
animate Dad every time though.
Every day, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
so
So it'd be like it would have to happen at the reset for him then.
yeah, every day he has to cast it to
Yeah,
reanimate them.
yeah. He
Otherwise
gave up a
they
permanent slot for that
correct.
for that function. But yeah, I guess so. While you guys are doing a long rest, any of his current dead will just come back because he would have most likely done it at the that long rest cap. So
We just gonna live up on this hill now, boys. What was our plan after not killing the dragon? I mean, Brock did his duty, but he didn't do the job, if you know what I mean.
Well, I don't know that we
I
had any
wanted to
other
get a look
plans.
on your face.
what did you say
We
right there?
kind
Sorry,
of thought.
my bad. Ian, what was that quick little?
I just wanted to see a look on Chad's face.
Gotcha.
I was saying some shit about Brock, but sorry. You were saying.
His dad, no one cares.
I thought we were going to be celebrating killing a dragon. Now that we don't have that, like,
It's a hard one. It's a hard pill to swallow. At this
I'm
point,
also gonna communicate while you guys do that.
at this point, we're gonna have to make plans on how to properly kill a dragon. You see, you don't just run up to a dragon like we did all willy-nilly. What you're supposed to be doing is bringing your armies so they can surround the dragon. What happened here, it seemed that Brock had enticed the dragon to just grab him randomly and pull him up to the top of the mountain. I mean, I don't know what sort of finagling he was doing to get the dragon to just grab him and nobody else. But clearly, he had a plan. Just wasn't well
on the
thought
plus side, Pa, we now know what not to do to kill a dragon.
Right, you are. We have learned quite a bit this evening. Should we long rest? Long rest now, right?
Yeah, I thought we kind of ended on the long rest because I came back and I was like fully healed. But
oh, you were? Oh, I'm still like down and out. Don't have any
spell
slots.
No, I think it was I just never got hit.
No way.
I don't think I got hit that fight.
Oh, I didn't either during this fight, but I think I got destroyed by the goose.
Yeah, you got your ass fucked by the goose.
Yeah, that goose fucked me up, and then you fucked me up as a parakeet afterwards. So I didn't do so hot.
Yeah, I unarmed struck you for 9 points of damage, even though it was 1 damage with my strength modifier.
I had a quarter of my HP and 3 spell slots left. So not so.
I think maybe we like long rest and like we return to our place. Maybe check out what's going on there.
I think it might be time to return home for a schmidge. Just see what we can corral as far as resources.
Hey, Pa! Darth comes back.
Yeah, Darth.
Actually, Bernie, come out here real quick. I want to show you first.
Okay. Bernie's like coming out all skeptical and like ready to throw like a fireball.
He holds up like a little satchel and he shakes it. I found this hanging off the edge, like on a tree. Like someone dropped it and it just got caught because the tree said I want it. And, that's why I was gone. Thanks for not coming to check or yell my name or ask about me. Are those 2 bodies?
You're welcome.
Anyways, he opens it and you guys find a cache of old dro drugs.
Of what?
Dro drugs?
Yeah, we got 1
beard
burner. We got 1 blink blunt. I'll just put it all on Bernie's inventory since he's active. So 1 beard burner, 1 blink blunt, 1 end hair, 1 high elf, and 1 plain self, and 1 power word kush. You guys have no idea what. I mean, they're drugs, but you really don't know that they were like dro or anything. You're just like, these look good.
What,
they
just like
smell
roll a
dank.
1d6 or whatever and get a random one?
No, I just put them all in his inventory. They're like, oh, I mean, it's just that. Yeah, I guess you could do that. Yeah, theoretically, you could. Yeah. There's 7. But yeah, no, just kidding. There's 6. The beat of force is in between it. But You're right. You're smarter. But yeah, so you could do that, yes, if you wish to. But yeah, so you guys find some drugs left behind. Why they were there, who knows?
Oh yeah. While we long rest, we are going to smoke one.
One of these 6.
And share stories about Brock.
What are you doing over there? What's that smell? What is that smell?
Oh, Paul, we didn't want to do it in the bubble, and well, you can't come out, so yeah. He like takes
I
a
don't know
reverse.
what you're doing, boys, but that better be medicinal.
We're about to find out. Roll me a d6, and I think you're gonna have to make a con save because I don't think your concept is where it needs to be at all.
Who, Bernie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It always
You
fucked
need,
me
you
up every
need,
time I
I
did it.
think, minimum. It depends on what you roll. So let's see. They're all different. But roll a d6 first.
Oh shit. What?
Chase, we're up in the timeline in about 10 or so real minutes. You'll start smelling something in the air during your travels. I can imagine you're just like, I can imagine the excitement. You would actually, because you're a journalist, would identify this as you would know Dro's paw from an old interview with the legend himself, and you'd be like, "Whoa!" Like that just a little connector there. You, sir,
My betrayal.
you got a good one. Go ahead and roll that save again.
Oh man. Oh
Be right back.
no. I can't. Grandfather 13. No.
He wouldn't help you. You still needed a 16. You disappear. I think I don't know.
Oh shit! I disappear.
And then, like, where's this? Oh wait, hold on. No.
You just blink out
Yeah,
It's just blinking away
Oh no.
every 6
Where do
seconds.
I go?
now, I'll say that you blink for a brief moment, and when you blink, you go through the most excruciating experience in your own personal opinion. Like it is like this is like, and you've done this before. Actually, Bernie, you'd
Never
be
hit
the
the
only
blink
one.
spot.
You would know, but you would actually know that they were drows.
Yeah.
You remember Dro, that's right. You just don't remember brother.
Yeah, brother's the only one you gave up. So yeah, you would actually recognize these wrappings before doing it, and if so just putting that out there, you would actually have a general connection with these as you take that hit, and you're like, God damn, here we go again. You vanish, you're poisoned, and let me roll for
No. Fucking poison. Damn it, Dro! Why were your drugs always so jacked up?
So
kill you to
fun
roll one
connection.
normal blood.
Fun connection with the creation of Dro's weed sticks is who Bernie has, like, which you guys discovered is the Oracle and a dragon, all this crazy stuff in another campaign. He started off the campaign, even though he was the Oracle, providing performance enhancers to all the athletes because he was a member of the Iron Weight Society, and he's a tiny dragon. So you can imagine how comical that is as he goes in and takes care of the elephant in the room. And the elephant has to go to rehab. So there's a whole guy named Henry Horvon in the campaign that was a real player, and he played Aloxodon, and he was addicted to Iz's drugs. And when his character died off, or left for reasons, we played it off that he's still in rehab because his addiction to the drugs. I had Iz assist me in helping to create these sticks themselves, etc., to continue the concept of his influence in this world. So there's a little connection and a little sprinkle of everything.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, Darth is going to roll. Oh, Darth disappears too. You hear not even like a peep. They're ignoring you.
What? Excuse me, I don't have any servants now. I need your help. Who is gonna feed me? Where did you go? Boys, I need a croissant. I need it.
One of the giants go,
I'm starving.
the tiefling giant's like, they're gone. They kind of gone.
No, I'm starving. Can you reach behind me? I can't reach. It's too far. Could you come on now? I just need you here. I move my in fact I take down the whole hut. Come on, I just need you to hit. Give me one. There's a bread, a loaf, maybe
He's
a
kind of cautious of approaching your Pelican there,
wraps.
and so he looks at the ration, stuff that he was given, and he just grabs like a little beef stick out of there and he hands it to you.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna need
Good
about
luck.
10 more.
They just pick their shit up and leave.
Oh no, wait. Oh, I'm so useless. I have a disorder.
We're getting another concept.
So, do we like briefly reappear when like we do the con save, or
If you say,
or we just like?
So the way
I just didn't know if like we were blinking in and out.
gotcha.
Like,
No. No, that would be like a crit fail. Definitely, you'd be like constantly trilling in and out. But you would actually, in this moment, you're just because you don't control the blink, you can't bamp yourself back in. So after that quick, crazy exhale of all that smoke in your lungs and your eyes are a little watery from coughing, you're like looking at your paw and he drops the hut. He's standing outside of it. You are on the other side, looking within a mirror of another parallel. And Dart's next to you. Yeah, heroes.
Sadly eating food if you can see me on the other side.
I imagine that it's like it's that moment in Richie Rich where they wrap up the scientist and they put the sandwich on his chest and he's like trying to like get it with his tongue.
Yes, it is.
Have you guys have seen Richie Rich, right?
Oh,
So that show, yeah, that is totally. Some scenes in some films are just so goddamn iconic. I can never let them go. But yeah, so that is how he looks in that sense of struggle and desperation. Have just a little bit of a flavor kick, and
they only reach like this, and it happens. He put it there, so
and then Darth is like, you can't hear us. What did you give me? We're like not there anymore.
Yeah, man, these are Dro's drugs. I should have
Are
picked
we
better.
out of our bodies? I don't see our bodies, bro.
That's because you're in your body, dude.
I don't understand. Then how am I
Look
seeing Bob?
down.
Well, yeah, but what are we then? Where are we?
I don't know, man. You'd have to ask Dro, and Dro's dead.
Who's Dro? Why'd he die?
He died right before I met you. He was a druggie, man. Super cool, though.
So I just found his drugs, the dead man's drugs that you knew about, and you tell me after we smoke them, we're cursed.
I don't know if we're cursed, man. He was just always
I'm a
experimenting with
necromancer, bro. I don't even smoke the dead stuff without asking first, and you didn't even tell me the details. I would have been like, hold up. Let's go find his body, Must have been nearby.
No, man. His body got, like, crushed.
Brutal. Tell me more. you guys are
I
talking.
was there. I flew up a demon's
he
butt and
was. That's right. I
exploded
forgot
it.
about that. Well, no, he's high. That's why he's high. So they're poisoned right now. They're not in the right mind space. So that's why I'm playing it. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck Darth experienced. Okay, you guys have too many characters. Only Bernie's the same one. He's been keeping it the easiest all campaign. As you guys are having this conversation, you guys slowly begin to phase back in. As Claremont, you see them appearing. Anytime, Chase, you are welcomed. But Claremont, you see your boy back.
But you know what I just remembered? I have Mage Hand. I have a way to deal with this. And so I bring a sandwich around and I eat it. Didn't need you boys, but I love that you're here. Now watch your Pappy eat some food without using his hands.
Pa, you want to hit?
What? No, don't hit me.
No, a hit, man. It's really good. It's Dro's drugs.
Dro's drugs.
DM, I disguise myself.
I like it. Let's do it.
Quickly as one of Darth's undead people.
You got it. Doop. You are one. Then put you on the field. It's like my bad. Pause. My bad. You didn't realize.
That's the Constitution check.
Claremont, you are in heaven. You feel like you could just blink your eyes and something will happen. As you blink your eyes, you disappear. Poop. You're now on the other side. You understand it because you're smart. You know, you've seen some shit.
I come back right away.
You come back.
Whoa.
They don't have food over there. That's crazy. Who would want to live in such a place? That's crazy.
So, both of you guys give me perception checks.
All right.
We're not at disadvantage for being high?
No. You wouldn't be noticing anything if you weren't high.
We're just
Like
naturally
Father,
disadvantaged.
Son, a couple of sevens.
Bernie, you do a 360 and something echoes in your mind. It sits there briefly. You really stew it. It is, I guess, the best description I can say at this time. As you sit on this thought, this inkling. Sorry, I have to actually go back to my thing. I had it in my head and I forgot. Cause I got.
Da-da-da-da-da.
You will forever walk alone, and even those who travel with you will surround you in only death. As you do a 360 in your high state, you realize that all of Darth's people are literally surrounding you guys, and they're all dead. And one of them is an old friend. Hey, Vicini.
The old gypsy woman was right.
Claremont.
I could use a sandwich.
Yeah, that's my boy.
You get excited that he wants to eat.
I love that he wants to eat. In fact, I'll tell him a story while he eating. Because I'm eating a fish sandwich. There was once this blind man, you see, and he was walking past the fish market one day. And he took a big whiff and said, "Good morning, ladies." And then I continue eating my sandwich.
I don't get it.
Chase. Okay, Chase, can you give me a Constitution saving throw, or you're about to be a laughing zombie?
That's the best.
Just passed.
You may choose to stay silent. You get a tickle though. That shit was good. You're like, that's quality, right?
There's a zombie that's like right up against the glass of the.
Oh no, the dome's gone. Sorry.
Oh, it's dome's gone.
Yeah, he dropped it.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's
DM's
still
great.
against an invisible dome.
You got it. You're like mining. Yeah.
Ooh, that is some weird dinner theater. I think I might turn around for a different view.
Oh,
I turn my palanquin around. Boys, I don't know if I can eat watching that. God,
It's
what's
not
wrong
mine,
with
Pa.
your creatures?
that's not mine. Oh, well, he looks like mine. Stop it. Oh, I guess he is mine. Sorry, he must be a little loose or something. Oh, I don't know. This is different. Maybe if I keep casting it on them, they start becoming themselves or something.
I mean, I ain't never
every time like Darth looks away, but Claremont looks my way, I'm gonna go like,
That happened like looking back and then you doing it, so I turn around again every time. I don't know. I haven't had issues with any of your followers before, but this is disturbing to say the least.
Maybe that one got too close to the dragon and it kind of like jolted it to life or something. Gave it a little extra spaz.
They are super magical, right?
Slowly but surely, he's
Yeah,
moving around and he's getting next to Bernie.
like, look at it. I didn't even tell it to do that. Identify yourself.
Whoa.
Which zombie Q cereal are you? And I know you know. I gave all of you one.
Deception roll.
Cereal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Give me that deception.
In disguise, I believe I get advantage.
Advantage,
on-
correct. Yep.
Oh, that's crazy.
Nice. Ooh, a lot of sevens on that screen. Damn, he's right. Well, he's one of that series, so he's not wrong, right? Yeah. Anyways, weird.
Mr. Master, sir, may I take Bernie away for a few seconds?
It's even weirder.
It's crazy.
Hold on. Do the
I have
thingy.
questions for Mr. Burning Man here.
Do the thingy. Do the thingy.
Do the thingy. Oh yeah, let me do the thing.
Chase gets close to Bernie and he kind of like smells him a little bit.
What
You take
is
too
wrong
long.
with this one?
Darth casts Tasha said he has laughter on Chase. Go ahead and give me a saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
What's
You
the
fall to
thing?
the floor in laughter. You lose it. All composure is gone.
You're
Guys,
having way too much fun. You need to
This
stop.
is no, guys. This is an imposter. I put him that way. None of mine would get that way.
You don't look like no imposter to me. But
Doesn't
I don't really
stink or
know
smell
your-
dead either.
Yeah, I think this one's better than your other ones. Maybe you should make more like this one.
Bernie, he wants to kidnap you, and you're okay with that.
I mean, he
Wait,
said he wanted to ask me questions. That's a big leap
Aside.
there, Darth.
We could ask you right here, and he said, "I want to take him away to have a conversation with him." When he was already talking.
Seems like an all right person. I mean, you're
I stopped
undead,
for
right?
laughing, and he stabs you. You're not going to blame me because he's not mine.
Look, if he tries to stab me, I'll just fireball him.
Deal. Then I'll have his body. He snaps his fingers and you snap out of it. Go ahead.
I get up. Bernie, are you the Bernie? The only Bernie?
Last,
The one and
I
only
mean,
Bernie. Are you him?
I mean,
If he was mine, he'd know that was Bernie Paw.
I reach into my. I go into like a small bag and I pull my hand in and I pull my hand out with a Ranger Ted cover, and I pull out Volume 5, Ranger Ted in the Haunted Canyon.
I'll highlight him on my end so we know
No.
what he's seen.
no way. And Bernie tries to
Flip
like
to-
reach for it.
And I pull it back and I flip to page 27. And I point to a picture. Who is
What's the
Right.
picture of?
And I close it and I put it back into the satchel. That's right. That's who I'm trying to figure out. And he looks like you. But he's not you. But he could be. But it's
This is
Ranger
much
Ted.
better than a theater.
That's who I am. I am Chase Ventura, Ranger Ted Detective. On the case of finding the elusive one and only Ranger Ted. I have been on this case for the last 27 years.
Bernie's gonna lean over to Darth and go, cuckoo, cuckoo.
Most
You should-
recently, my findings have brought me to you, Bernie, the one and only. Do you have a knack of killing your party members off, but not really killing them because it's not you, but they're around you and they die?
That happens to everyone with parties. Stop
No, it
blaming
doesn't.
me.
When it happens to Ranger Ted. Volume 8, page 9. 3 party members died. Ranger Ted comes out alive.
Yeah, because he's a badass.
How?
That's all it is.
How?
You know they're fiction,
Bernie,
right?
No, he is real. And you
Cuckoo.
either are him or will replace him. And I am here to get to the bottom of it. I promise you, I will.
There is some validity here. I mean, our party member Brock did just die. And
Oh,
you
boy.
live.
You're not helping this
Indeed,
block.
you lose a drow
Yeah,
chameleon.
he's talking about boys. Chase, Mr. Ranger Ted Detective. I would love to hear more of this over a sandwich. Would you care for one?
It's already in his face, I'm sure.
It is,
I
but
take
that's
it.
the one
I
I'm
take a
eating.
bite.
In both
I hand
hands.
it back
Those
to you.
were both my sandwich, son of a bitch. You get a third sandwich. Those two were mine.
Now, Bernie, this is a long, arduous road. And I know I am putting myself in peril because I am partnering with you. You have no choice because I must partner with you to get to the bottom of the Ranger Ted mystery. You are the sole core of this mystery. If I follow you, I will find Ranger Ted, and I am sure of it. How many volumes do you have?
Well, I had like 130, and then my first patron, we had a
No
falling out,
person.
and then he kept most of them, and then I had like 10 more that I got, and then I lost those, and then I think I've got like 5 left.
How many demons are you partnered with?
I mean, like, we're cool with a lot of them.
He's already starting the Ranger Ted transformation. This is perfect. I knew I was on to this. I knew I was onto something. This is perfect. This is perfect. Mr. Fat Goblin thing. What is your name?
Fudge House. Here's Mr. Fudge House.
Mr. Fudge House. Do you know who you were traveling?
Do I know my son? Yes. And as they say,
He's
mystery.
not your son.
Mystery. I am
He
not
is.
surprised his greatness is
I show you my ring. I'm a Fudge House.
I looked at Fudge House. I looked at Bernie. I looked at Fudge House. I looked at Bernie. I looked at Fudge House. I looked at Bernie, and I'm like, I'm gonna throw up.
That is a lot
I
of
don't even
moving
want-
your head back and forth.
I don't
my
even
man.
want to think about it. Don't even want to think about it. Don't even want to think about it. Oh, I'm thinking about it. All right, I'm done thinking. Thank you.
And that's my brother.
The tall one.
That's more plausible. That's more plausible. Wait,
Yes, there.
you were traveling with a brother Fields at one point in time, were you not?
Who?
Who?
Brother Fields. He died?
I don't know who you're talking
I'm his
about. I think
brother
you got
and
the
I'm
wrong guy.
alive.
You were also traveling with a Vicini.
Oh yeah.
As you
he's
say
still
that,
with
wait,
us.
as you say that, Chase, you look and you see the vicinity there. You're like in awe. You're like, holy cow, they're carrying around his armor. Like you don't know he's dead and alive. You're like they're like honoring the fuck out of this thing. Like, like the story of the armor and the fatherhood of the armor. Yeah, like you've dug deep.
Every single party member died within a year of traveling with you, Bernie. That is why I'm here. I'm here to ensure that I see the transformation of Ranger Ted and I document it because it happens. There is not just one Ranger Ted, there are multiple, and you shall be one. Soon. Maybe. Not sure. This isn't a proven thing, it's a theory, but I'm following it.
Is anyone else following this?
I believe he's saying he wants to follow you, son. You are already creating yourself a following. Just like our boy Doth here, who has
Or
quite a few.
observe, Mr. Fudgehouse, I am an investigative journalist. I write about things that are important, and this is important, and I'm telling you so, and that is why it is important.
But I ask, what did you do the first 27 years of your investigation?
I have a
wrote.
question.
I go into my satchel and I just
Only 13.
pull out
So what did you do for the first 14
documents.
years?
Yes, the last Taint Ranger Ted that I had followed, the first 14 years before you were born, died before he could ascend to Ranger Tedhood. He was on the path, and then he died, and then I left. Because Ranger Ted doesn't die, he ascends. He was weak. Are you weak? Have you died yet? No, your party members die, so that's a perfect fit. You're almost on the Ranger Ted path. I can smell it.
Wait. So if I am this and my party members all die, why do you want to be next to me.
That is what an investigative journalist does. They put their bodies on the line, their mind and soul. They push themselves to the edge. Just like me.
Oh, kind of like Brock.
Another one gone. Was this the Brock Groglin?
The only one we
No.
I
know
don't
about.
recall his last name. We didn't really care. Be on the contract paperwork.
Back
Said to have
out.
lived to 150 years, killed no less than 800 individuals. One of the fiercest warriors of all time died while
Yeah, he
you were
really-
there.
You forgot like the most important part. Giant lover.
Giant lover.
He
That I did not know about. This is interesting. Let me go.
Oh, bit of knowledge.
I pull out documents and then I like flip through them. I find the Brock Groglin section and then I put in the notes giant lover.
Why'd you write lover with an F? That's weird. You said giant lover, but you wrote something with an F. I don't understand.
There. I write the truth and only the truth, and that is what it is going to be written. And you will read it when it is ready. That is what an investigative journalist does. You're welcome. One day when you read it. But maybe you won't because you'll probably be dead because you're following the future Ranger Ted. Good luck.
I wouldn't worry. My son would never put me in danger. He's here to protect his father. Well, his
Yeah,
pappy's here.
he
to
puts
protect
me in danger.
Not on, well, yes, on purpose, but you know, boy, that's how we do.
How it
Yeah, he sits
starts.
way in the back, and we go way in the front.
It
He
was
pulls
that
out
one
Ranger.
time.
He pulls out Ranger Ted Volume 12. Ranger Ted, Caverns of the Forgotten King. He flips to page 9. Here, his party member, in the back, speared from the behind, in the head, goes through his eyeballs, explodes. He shows, and she
Whoa,
closes it
you
and
better
puts it
watch
back
out, Pa.
If that's how I die, did the man on the page have a sandwich in his hand? That's how I need. I have to
cares?
die with a sandwich in my hand.
They're all extras. They're all extras. No one cares about the extras, do they? Ranger Ted is the only one.
No. Extras make the sandwich. If you don't have the right toppings, if you don't have the right condiments, it's just bread and meat.
What color shirt are you wearing, Pa?
He's wearing a shirt?
I can't see it. My neck doesn't bend that way.
Disgusting. He's disgusting. It's gross. You live with this?
I clean him every once in a while with fire.
I'm thinking about.
Like this, and then I do control flames, like burning off shit. Or
You hear
Yeah.
Claremont
It's-
giggle, and it's even more disturbing.
You know,
Shit
I'm
throws up.
those questions for later.
Blah.
you get used to it. You get used to it.
No, that's my
That's-
toe jam. That keeps my toes.
It's time for your weekly cleaning, Pa.
Well,
No, that was strawberry jelly. That wasn't anything gross. I need.
I can bear with this. Because he will die eventually. He will die eventually. He will die
But Pa,
eventually.
you had a
I'll bear
strawberry
with this.
sandwich last week.
I know, but sometimes I use it as like a dip, or like a marmalade that I add on top of what I'm eating.
I sizzled it.
It's tastier if you leave it alone, cause it what is it called where it condenses and it becomes more sugary as it ferments.
Now, Bernie, before I lose my lunch, breakfast, and dinner from yesterday, What was this last adventure you were on? What is the title? In your own words.
Yesterday, this man hasn't
The
eaten today.
title.
What is his problem? It is like 8 in the morning.
We hunt a dragon? I don't know. I'm not a title guy.
We hunted the dragons. That's not a scratch. That is not a ranger, Ted. Bernie burned the dragons. Was there multiple? There was definitely multiple. Bernie.
There was
burned
one.
20 dragons.
I did burn him though. You got that part right.
He
And
burned
add to the Fudge House legend. Add the name Fudge House in there.
And did you scare it away? Did it get away? What did you do to it?
You see the
Where
dead
did it
dragon
go?
next to you, you think it's that one.
You killed the dragon. And I start writing furiously.
And it became a ghost.
Where's my pet? This is my pet dead dragon.
He likes to collect dead things.
Lots of them. Looks around.
Oh my god,
You
guys.
went-
Before I
you went
forget,
to the
we gotta get
Underdark
back.
already?
That ghost dragon needs to be fed soon.
How do you feed that ghost dragon?
That
Well,
he, like,
let us go.
leans over to
I must.
Fudge House. Remember the goblins.
Oh, right. That's right. Oh, goodness me. I forgot all about Goebbels. We got to get back to the Goebbels. So, Mr. Chase, do you care to join us on our venture back to our homestead? It'll only cost you a little bit of food.
Mr. Green, I'll go, man. It is not a matter of whether or not I care. I'm coming to follow the great, soon to be great, potentially could be great. Unsure whether or not he'll be great, but I am following my only lead that I have. Bernie.
Your
While he's
desperation
talking
is
about that,
showing,
I'm gonna
sir.
try to like stealth out of there so he doesn't know where I'm at.
Give me a sound check.
It is going to cost you.
Oh no.
You
My fucking rolls.
Chase grabs his. While he tries, like Chase grabs his scrub. You're not leaving. I'm with you
Unhand, my boy.
from here until I'm one of your party members that die. Because it's gonna happen. But hopefully not before him. I point to Claremont.
Well, you son of a bitch. Listen, I have dealt with my fair share of incontinent, impertinent, and some upstanding, in fact, followers. What should I call them? Low-born constituents. But you,
Didn't you call them peasants?
peasants. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's my boy. He's a smart man. Now, you're a peasant, and you are trying to provide fealty to us royals. Therefore, you will be providing for me and my son if you wish to join us to the Fudge House homestead.
Yes, I provide stories. The truth. I provide everything you need to know. Unfortunately,
Like a jester?
I'm not sure you know how to
Oh my
read.
god, could you tell me a story now?
Of course. There was a time, long ago, an individual named
I didn't catch the name.
passed-
Sorry.
What?
I
Ranger
didn't
Ted.
catch the name. Oh, gotcha.
Ranger Ted. He passed along his powers. Generation after generation after generation after generation after generation after generation after generation. And then his population of Ranger Ted people grew and grew and grew and grew until they took over every comic stand this side of area. And all you ever read was Ranger Ted stories.
Yeah. Is it?
I think there's a better
How do we
story
live in that
about
world?
a man and a fish market. I like that story.
I didn't get that story, Pa.
I'm sorry, boy. I'm not prepared to talk to you about the fish and the bees.
fish and bees. I mean, if
I'm
you
not sure
want
this one
them, I
even
can go hunt you.
understands what he's talking about.
I don't know how all them humans do, but I'll tell you what we're damn do.
Either way, doesn't matter. Ranger Ted is all I think about, all I care about, and you, Bernie, are it. You're the missing piece, the key. And I will see it or die trying.
Sounds cool to me. I mean, if you keep telling me about Ranger Teds, can I
Great,
borrow
let's
some of your
go.
Ranger Teds? I
It
think he's
sounds
cool.
right. You're right. We have plenty of fighters, plenty of companions, plenty of contractors that own pieces of Fudge House Farms. But what we needed here is entertainment. You are our jester. Welcome aboard, Mr. Ventura.
So real quick, I just would want to say, Bernie, I want mine back. All those ones I gave you, I want them back.
Catch me. And then I try to run away.
You see all the undead just chase him. I'll get him later when he goes to bed.
I cast message towards Claremont. And so he's the only one that can, and I kind of point to him, or I just go like this.
Mhm.
You're gonna hate being with me, buddy. You suck. And then I walk up.
Telepathic communication is, son, bitch, I'm gonna kill you then.
And I point backwards to him as I'm walking. Not before you die from your son. You son of a bitch. And I walk-
The war is on. Here, going. I'm gonna need to eat some food before I can handle this.
You gotta snap your fingers, and there's just not enough juice in them.
You're all dried out.
He burned up all my extra food. Where are my crumbs? Where are my easy to
Bernie,
reach sandwiches?
wait up, Bernie. I need to write and I
And
need
with
to
that, you
learn
hear
more
like a
about your
fireball go off in the
stories.
jungle. Just
Told you wouldn't catch me.
That's cheating. So, do you guys have ways of teleportation, or do you have to hike it back? Oh, you just rested, so yeah, you should be.
I can
Oh no,
only
you didn't rest. You guys got
teleport-
interrupted.
I can only teleport 8 people, I think it is. So
Yeah, but you guys have left the dead behind before.
I think we're going to walk it so that we can bring all of Darth's creatures. Sunday.
I mean, it might take them a while, and I might lose a few, but I could just tell them to walk. Well, as long as they get there in a day. How long did it take us last time?
Couple weeks.
Never mind. All right, let's start walking. He's like, that's all I got.
It was a week to get to the rice lady, and then from the rice lady to here might be another week. We'll just teleport. That's okay.
You're a wise man, Paul. How about I have a cool idea? He just walks up to his dragon. Next thing you know, he's on its back. I'll just meet you guys there. Take
Boy, you can fly. Oh, wait, I forgot.
Flies away.
I don't know why. I mean, he owns them.
does he take any of his
Yeah.
skeletons with him?
Yeah, I figured he'd probably take a majority. I mean, I imagine the dragon be able to just literally just pile them on, and they just latch on like a leech. Maybe a twig might knock one off, but they'll be all right. But yeah, imagine Dartho put it all together because he just went against a dragon. Like, why not use his? Yeah.
Oh, don't stay out after curfew. Be careful. Don't worry about that, boy.
Hey, Bernie.
Yeah.
You're stuck with Pa.
That's why I'm gonna inherit everything.
How if I get to the property first and burn your bed?
I'll burn your ranger. No, I won't.
He does leave these two because they're bigger, and I guess he could teleport them. Other ones, you guys.
All right, boys.
All right.
I guess let's head home. What do you say?
So Chase, tell us some stories while we walk, man. I know Pa loves them.
We're walking a whole 1 foot, boy. We're just...
Absolutely. I'll tell you a story. There was a goblin who was following a ranger Ted. He died.
It was kind of short, but I kind of liked it.
It was a short one, but I wouldn't worry about it because I'm not a goblin. I'm a Verdan.
Oh, you're
What
not?
are you, Mr. Ventura?
What am I?
Yeah, you a kobold?
I'm a ranger Ted detective.
Why do you look like a
What do you
rat?
think I am? A rat?
Yeah, rat.
I looked at.
I had a rat friend once. He was pretty
He's
cool.
confused. Are you sure you are his son? He has a
Yeah.
really hard time seeing. Maybe he's blind. Is he going senile? I say it
Probably. He's
really
old.
loud so he can hear me. But I'm like,
I haven't pulled this trick since I was a boy. And I cast Presto and I make you itch. And your lower back.
ooh, going with the spells. I see. Ooh.
That's right.
Oh, you're not smart enough to come back at me with words. So you try to hurt me. I see how it is.
Just as
It's
meant
okay.
to make me laugh. Meant to make me. Oh, you make me cry, or you make me upset.
I see. It's okay. I point at him. Oh, motherfucker, I'm gonna get you.
Oh, okay.
No,
Have fun with it.
your message. I sent a message, so you're the one who hears it.
Have fun with it. I say it out loud. Have fun with that.
Have fun with what?
His itchy ass. Like the man had strawberry jam on his knee for the past week. He don't even know it.
You guys appear back off in the distance. There is a honk.
God damn, I forgot about that goose.
You understand that they were saying, "Welcome back," and
Honky!
you see him out in the field.
Like running like this over to him.
Darth is doing his own thing. He's Atreyuing around in the never-ending land of stories.
DM, I have no visibility.
Yeah, you're in awe. That was the side effect of Fudge House over here. He's letting you use his teleportation. Hidden claws.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Actually, you guys should have bone land. Let me see. Is there something they're blocking? Oh yeah, there is. Sorry, I was like, what the hell? I was burning out. I didn't see anything. But I forgot that's where I made the fake room originally. The facility.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, it allows it.
I run up and I just start scritching him. Honky, how you been? Darth, Brock died. Did you know that?
He just got a quick little choke, like, oh, oh shit. Yeah, you do see a little kind of looks down sad for a moment.
Yeah, but oh my god, he died fighting a dragon. It was so cool. You should have seen it.
It raises its eyes and give me a insight check. You understand that you have a connection of this soft kind of relation. It knows exactly the dragon because its owners are the ghosts that you guys met. You guys stole them from exactly that mountain where the dragon resides, and it just gives you this glare of complete understanding. No one would have lived. So it's kind of looking at you shocked, and then it looks up and you see that it's kind of trying to take inventory of who is and who isn't. But the only person they see is Mr. Chase Ventura right behind you.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Thank you so much for talking to the goose. Can you just pretend I'm not here? Continue talking.
What does a goose do?
It's just looks at you huh? It doesn't know who he is, so it's it'll attack if you want it to, but it respects you, Bernie.
Oh yeah, that's like our what did Pa call him? A jester or something. But he knows a lot of
Investigative-
stories.
Investigative journalist. Investigative journalist. I'm an investigative journalist. I'm not just
It's really long. Can I just call it jester?
No, you. Just call me the media.
Okay, media. He's a jester of media.
Who had the phone last? Or the speaking stuff?
That was Darth who had
Darth
it. It keeps
goes-
appearing in his pocket.
Darth passes it to Claremont. I don't want it. It's in your hands.
Hello.
Hey, M&M Services and Accounting, and we also do inventory and audit checks. Recently added. How's it going? My 15th best client. I've been meeting some real
15?
rich ones.
We're not building up enough of a financial portfolio, it seems.
Oh, I don't even know where you are half the time. In fact, I've got bills you haven't paid. This is a collection call.
That's fine. You can collect from the earnings you are making for us.
About that, your property investments have been quite costly. The gerbils have spent quite an amount of interesting fund usage. And when I say fund usage, I mean funds, your money, to build their entire establishment.
If you are a financial accountant and you are allowing people other than us to spend the
You
capital,
have given them deeds.
they do not have permission to our finances. I did not provide
Property
any
titles are shared all the same under you, so if they do something, you pay for it. And a bunch of the money
makes
went
no
to
sense.
tickets.
You're saying I have renters that I have to allow them to use my accounts?
You also didn't give them a rent fee. You said they could live there and harass people for free.
They pay in exchange for pets. They provide
Which they
my
did,
boy
and
every
you
week.
killed.
Yes, but that's rent. I can do what I want with my earning.
And by the way, I did get those parakeets for you, and the owner says that they're going to need another 15 months or so to breed a few because you blew through the 2 prized pigeons, though they were parakeets.
I can't help it if the parakeets didn't survive long enough. Boy, you gotta... This is some service here. I'm paying by the word. You had better be giving me
Yes,
some.
very literal. That's why I'm not stopping you.
It's like being on the phone with your attorney. They'll let you talk about whatever. It's billable hours.
Finding new representation for our fortunes.
Well, M&M Services do have the M&M Vault Security Service, the M&M Vault Subsidiaries, the M&M Non-Vault Subsidiaries, and the M&M Action House.
Ooh, tell me more about the Action House.
Well, you put things there and they bid on them, and you get all the profits. But you always start the bids at a higher stake, make them think they're antiques or artificial artifacts. At the end of the day, as long as it looks nice and it's believable, people will bid on it. They take it home, we disappear. I mean, we run a fine, mobile establishment.
Well, all right, then. I will find some old things for you to put into that auction house.
Well, wonderful. I can send you the details. I do take a very fair, as you would understand, fee of 5%.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. That's quite standard. I wouldn't be concerned about it except for that you came with me with collections. And you said that the Goebbels are being allowed our accounts, which, by the way, you must stop that immediately.
You did assign one of the gerbils as a leader of such pack, and they have said that they have visited your property every single time you guys come home and has been expressly verbal with their activities, in which you
Allow
have
me to
not
be
denied.
very clear with you, considering it is my fortune. It is a Fudge House fortune, and only a Fudge House may access. Therefore, it is
Gerbils
me
have
and
all
my
renamed
people.
themselves Fudge House Kittens. They found it more appropriate than being old ex-cold
As
military.
I said, I was very particular. It is myself and my 2 boys. There are no people who would just claim to be Fudge Houses.
Okay.
We are the Fudge House. We have the
What about
proper ring.
that dwarf you have?
Signets. What?
You said family, and you mentioned 2, but there's 4 of you. You had a dwarf.
Oh, he's not family. He was a contractor, and he is no longer around.
Fired
Quite
him.
unfortunate.
Well, look at it this way. You just sit. Did you pay the men?
Did I pay him? I paid the man every day.
So we
He
lost
was well
that
paid.
money.
In fact, that was supposed to come out of your pockets.
I thought we would recoup it if you fired him.
Didn't fire.
So you paid him and let him leave with the money?
It's not that I fired him, it's that he got fired on. Or more lightning.
Shocking. No idea what that means, but we lost the money. We lost the dwarf. And you're back. Okay. I will allow this one-time waiver. After that, the collections will come. I heard you have a goose. We'll talk soon.
That's my boy's pet. I can't be giving away his pets. Those are my boys. Well, here's what you can do.
Wait.
We have quite a bit of land here. Take a small stretch of it and, use it for your own needs. I'll only charge you a minor, because you'll have to pay royalties to the crown, essentially, since it is our farms. But you understand, because you take a percentage of everything you do. So you take a percentage of the percentage we get, and therefore it's infinitum. Everybody gets a piece.
Yes, I actually could use an acre for some lima beans. Been wanting to get into farming. Thanks.
I'm not paying you for more woods. Get out of here.
Disconnects. Oh man.
After all
Get
that,
out of here was
they
one
got an
word.
acre of land.
He wins again.
We're just giving stuff away now.
But here's one thing that you guys can rest in ease. Knowing that the gerbils actually paid for the contracting job of their entire establishment means it's not made out of rickety bones and death traps. It's a pretty serious multi-level prison system they got going on.
The gerbils suck. They kill random people. We don't want them around.
They don't kill them, they kidnap them and ransom them. That's how they've been making money. They, things that escape might die, but that's not their fault. They left those traps to stop that from happening. Right? They chose to do it. That's how they see reason.
That makes sense.
Meanwhile, Chase, Ventura, and Bernie have been missing for some time. Claire. And the goose went silent. Has he gotten them both?
Well, it seemed like it might be an ample,
They are-
a good opportunity for me to refill my stock.
You head to the fridge.
My unseen servants, who I now can call.
Boop.
Gather
You
the
got it.
food, refill the stock, and then we will go out to the fields.
How close do you get to the goose?
You're right back.
Yeah. How close to me or them? They're at the goose.
You, because you're the one that last got your butt kicked by the goose. Yeah, how close do you go?
Not in the fields,
Yeah,
but
I'm now like trying to entice the goose to allow me to be like on its back.
The goose trusts you. It literally when you made that connection of I just faced the dragon that pretty much murdered everyone, but I'm back. It's like we family now.
I'll be here.
Right. You see Fudge House out on the outskirts watching you. And the
Fine.
goose. Or hovering on the pelican. Right? Like 5
I'm
feet up, 10
hovering.
feet up.
Yep, just over the ground.
Gotcha.
3 feet up, so I'm 6 feet tall. 5.5 feet tall.
What?
Whatever.
Come on, Honky, let's ride.
Let me see. I'm gonna give you control so you just drag it around.
Watching the boy flying a goose. That's a beautiful thing.
Really do have it all.
It's quite the life.
You guys all
Well,
own the
Darth
goose.
has an undead dragon to fly. I'll be messing
There we
around
go.
on a giant goose.
I know you wanted a fire goose or whatever, but this goose is pretty good.
Speaking of which, Bernie, you still have the. Oh no, never mind. Damn, I forgot about that. Just kidding. Lied. Forgot you've been losing a lot of pets. Never mind.
Yeah, he's all about going through that.
Moving on.
The only one I have left is Honky.
Oh yeah, the little goblinkins. They probably went back for Gerbilhood because you guys brought them back, right?
Yeah, that's
last
true.
time. Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah. We brought him back.
All right. Now, what would be your next order of business?
I want to go to. You remember where we had the 3 stories underground? The bottom floor had
Mhm.
a locked vault. Is
Yep.
that not? Could we go back there?
Yep.
That are going into town if you guys want to go into town. Look at this vault. I think I could find a way in.
We can
Yes, let's
try.
see the map, huh?
Wait, is this the right floor? It doesn't
Wait.
matter.
You guys see the map? I don't see the map. How weird.
I see
I
blackness.
see a map.
Yeah, I
We
see
were-
blackness.
That's fine.
It was on the second. Was it on the second floor? This is the first floor.
Yeah, no, I know. I actually just can't see it, so I'm refreshing mine real quick.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's why when you were saying that you actually saw it, we're looking at it right now, I was like trying to figure out what happened to mine. I was like, why is that mine all black? Yours was black too, Randall?
Yeah.
It's there now. I reloaded. But yes, so let me see. Do I have-
Son, we have not been able to get into this place before, but I think today is the day. It has been quite some time, and I don't recall what the rule was. Something like a full moon or something. I don't remember.
This reminds me of Ranger Ted episode.
I said that the first time we came here.
That's what you said? That it was just like a Ranger
Yeah.
Ted?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Now there's 2 of you. I recall. The issue is I hear you say it's like a Ranger Ted all the time.
I mean, so many things are like a ranger.
Ranger Ted is real. It really happened, and Bernie will ascend. I promise you. Maybe, kind of. I think. Can't be certain, but I'm pretty sure.
That's a lot of confidence you got there, boy. Much appreciated.
More than you have in your own wiener. I'm sure you haven't seen it in years.
Actually, he's
Just last week, actually.
Yeah. It was crazy.
In your face, boy. I saw it just last week.
Well, I'll be damned. That gives me a little bit more confidence in Ranger Ted being real. Just like your wiener. Because
It is.
no one here thought it was.
In fact, allow me to showcase. No, never mind.
No one wants to see that. Absolutely not. No one wants to see that. You keep that to yourself.
So this is the top level of it. Underneath this is what you were referring to?
No. There was a vault.
Yes.
There was a vault that we couldn't get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's all this.
I wrote it down.
There was a vault.
So it's in this room. It has to do with the.
All right.
Oh wait, no, because this is your guys. No, did you guys? Yeah, because this is the magic circle, right? That you guys were trying to figure out, and then it's Darth who's discovered that it's a vault, and you guys have to try to break it in, right?
No.
There's an actual vault door.
There was an actual vault. It was.
That I wrote down.
Yeah, I think there was some theater of the mind.
Oh, then it would have been the one with the little eyeball room that you guys were like in the dark fireballing in. I don't know if I actually put the door on there.
Maybe.
Because when you guys did this originally, I didn't have the map. I built the map after you guys went through it.
Yeah, it was down deep.
So then, yeah, this is the 4th level. But if you guys never seen it, then this is what it actually looks like. It's the whole room, and it's like a massive marking on the floor.
We had found out that inside was probably a mind flayer and gold.
There was a living entity of sorts within, and lots of loot. Yes.
Yeah, we were told the loot. Well, I'm gonna need some money because a certain M&M recently told me we are in a not dire straits, but the Fudge House name is getting a little bit of kick, so we're gonna have to reinvest in it. So perhaps we go in here, get the funds that we need, and we're all good.
So here, I'll just draw like. So it's the entire room.
Chalking up to be a perfect 10 episode.
Are we doing this because we're poor?
No, the Fudge House name is well known for its
Fudge
riches.
House is
We are
poor.
rich men.
Poor
We don't
as
have to worry
poor
about
can
money,
be,
we are
does not
right
have any money, has to resort to
It's
drastic means to earn money, potentially fight Mind Flayer or other creature. This is how Ranger Ted's allies die. They get greedy. And they are
just
poor.
liquidity, my man.
Very, very poor.
We just
Never
want...
have any money, ever.
He is quite funny. You are quite the good jester. I like how he pokes at our riches, making it seem like we're not rich.
I think he has a point, Pa.
Thinks he's rich, but really isn't.
No.
And doesn't have any money, but has to resort to stealing from his self. Throws things away, thinking it is a show of riches, but really isn't.
I'll throw other things at you if I must.
But not money, right, Pa?
No, it was a poop joke. I don't think it worked out too well because I don't have to go at the moment.
Has a hard time in the bathroom as well.
Passing
I eat a
stool.
lot of bread. Everybody who eats bread has that problem. It's not a fat thing.
He should go to the doctor soon. Could potentially have bowel disease. And could die an imminent death because following the future Ranger Ted.
I'm gonna need you to stop writing silently now. This is quite depressing.
I'm just writing how it is, okay? Just writing how it is. This is what it's coming to me from you. I'm writing the facts. This is the facts.
You know what you need? You need a good pen. And I hand him a pen. This here is a Fudge House pen. It's quite useful.
I don't take from people that have less than I.
Excuse me now. I think them be fighting words, considering you're on my land, in my vault.
As a guest
You're
from Ranger
following
Ted,
me.
Bernie. Mr. Bernie, he invited me. He said so himself. Invited.
Bernie, I'm gonna have to call Fireball in a few seconds. You, me, and Darth will shoot him all at the same time if he doesn't close his yapper.
Yapper closed.
I'm just gonna stay out of this one, Pa. If you don't mind.
Darth, how you
Just
feeling?
back
Are you
up.
okay following your father's orders?
I mean, sure, Pa. Can I hit Bernie too? I mean, on accident, of course.
Don't hit Bernie. You can keep the body. That's your gift.
Sure.
He's resorting to corporal punishment.
It looks like fireballs in 3, 2, 1.
And he goes and he looks at Bernie for an okay. Bernie, do you give Darth the it's okay?
I shake my head at him.
Like, sorry, like a no or a yes? My bad. No,
Like a
okay,
no.
He sends out the spell and it looks really good, but he pulls his back. Like he dispels it before it actually goes. He drops it. You may make a single dexterity saving throw, Mr.
Where's
Chase.
his body?
What do you mean?
I don't. I can use Brock.
Oh, what do you mean? He's in the
Oh, yeah,
field.
you
What do you mean? He's not on. What are you guys been looking at? Something. Oh, you're in the facility. I'm so sorry. I was like, he's been on the map, but I forgot we switched. Moby.
Man, why do I not have?
What?
Ooh, it says 21 now. Did you update something?
Oh yeah, everything's actually working. If that's what you mean.
That's awesome. Yeah, it wasn't working before. It's working. That's awesome.
What's up, Brock?
I'm Brock.
Oh, sorry. See, now you confused me because you said that. Jeez, Chase, killing me. Is something missing on the sheet?
No. I just visibility is not there, but that's fine.
Oh, let me fix that. Sorry. So actually, you guys can do that too now. I think if you right-click your token, there should be a little configuration thing, and then there, if you click that, it should bring up your token settings, and there's a vision tab. And you can
And
20.
because I have a wind up, can I get a chance to cast my own spell?
Clarify that for me. What do you mean?
So because he's counting, can I get
Oh, I get what you're saying.
an action to cast
Sure.
my own spell?
Absolutely.
So I
yes.
cast
I can follow you.
I cast Dimension Door, and I'm gonna end up right behind Mr.
That's
Fudgehouse.
awesome.
You got it. Claremont, you see the explosion go off, and you're just happy. You're so excited. He's gone. He's gone. You did it. It happened.
Vindicated. He was a little bit easier to burn than I would have expected, though. That's odd.
Cast spell on person, but doesn't actually hit person because he doesn't really understand where that person is or was. See, this is all about investigative journalism. I could teach you a few things here, Mr. Fudgehouse, about how to actually do what you mean to do. I mean, I've been trying to do it for 27 years, and
I'm squeezing. What would it be like? Something that has like cream inside or something. It's whatever I'm squeezing. A cannoli. Let's say
don't worry,
cannoli.
Mr. Fudgehouse.
Okay.
I understand frustration is the real thing. It's a real thing when you can't get to what you want. But
and I'm like,
I have a 10-step program on how to achieve your goals. Here, and I go into my satchel and I pull out a 10-step program and I hand it to him. Read this, and you'll be one step closer. One step closer, Mr. Fudgehouse, to getting your dreams. Just follow the steps. Just follow the steps. I pat him on the back.
This wasn't a delicious cannoli. You'd be in real trouble right now. But I gotta eat this.
Very good.
We'll save
I love it.
later.
That's awesome. All right. So, how do you guys go about this vault that no one's broken into yet?
Didn't we try fireballing it already?
Yeah, let's check a couple times.
I'm gonna fireball it again.
Can I get an Arcana check on it to see like the
Sure.
level of
You
magic?
start investigating.
I also BTW the feat I took didn't allow me in D&D Beyond to activate Arcana as another one of my
saves.
What was that? As one of my. So I took Keen Mind expertise, and Arcana was one of them, and I couldn't take it as a expertise for whatever reason. It just wouldn't let me select it, which I believe gives me.
Sheet, yeah. So on your character sheet, you go to the Edit tab, and there'll be a little dot that should appear next to all the skills, and you would click it till it is the last possible option before it reset.
Wait, Edit tab. I don't have an Edit tab.
On the top of the left.
Yeah. Okay. Swap. And then I go to configure skill, and I put.
No, so on the left-hand side, you see.
And I put expertise. Yeah.
Yep, you're good. You're good.
Cool. Perfect. I'm trying to understand level of spell. Could I dispel it on my own?
What do you mean? Oh, this. I see what you're saying.
So I'm trying to understand the level of magic, if it's beyond me or if it's something that I could handle.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead and give me a check. Ooh, good start. Good over. Immediately, let's go to a quick private so you can act this out accordingly.
Okay.
Hello.
It's just
What-
us now.
I go pee and everybody disappears?
Apparently.
Weird. Well, so be it. Yeah, I didn't really know what we were gonna go for, so I figured this gets us money, which solves whatever that guy was talking about with Eminem. I figured we could break in. It seemed like it was just a vault.
Yeah, I think though there's like some magical thing about it that like I don't know. Alex may make it difficult to break in because of, but I don't know. We're
Hopefully we
higher
get
level
in.
now, so
Yeah.
apparently we
If
have
we can't get in,
investigative
we could go-
journalist with us. Maybe his research will be
Yeah.
powerful.
What would you want to do if we can't get into this thing?
I don't really know. Like I don't know that we like. Do we need to hunt the dragon or like we?
The point of the dragon was to get a dragon for Darth, and now he has a
And
dragon.
we have one. Yeah, so like we don't need to continue that, but I don't know. Like I'm pro like trying to expand our lands and like build up a power basis. Whatever that looks like, you know.
We could
and
go back to the city, try to recruit some more people, or maybe try and take it over, or whatever we want.
I don't know we're ready for that, but
don't know
we
if we're ready.
could make that a long-term game plan though, right?
Hmm.
So we could start building up again.
We want a country.
Yeah. I mean, nobility always does, don't they?
That's right. We want to increase our powers. Always. Power needs power.
Bernie. Now,
Yeah.
this is the reason right here why I followed you, because I know there is the ultimate loot down there. Ultimate loot.
I know what
The
you're
loot.
talking about. The Ranger Ted episode 1?
It could be.
Boy, it's money. It's always
could be.
money. The
It could
ultimate
be.
loot is money.
You
No,
know.
the ultimate is
But
episode
loot
1
is
Ranger Ted.
loot.
Do you know how much money it's worth? It's infinite money. No one's ever seen it.
Loot could
Infinite
be
money.
there.
I wish, boy, I love your
Now-
sense of imagination.
I saw
I
the
do
cover
understand-
of a Ranger Ted episode 1 once, but no one's ever read the rest.
I do understand. I do understand how to open this.
Tell us.
We all need to channel our magic into this and feed it enough magic to open. It is a very powerful lock. Very, very powerful lock. Not something I can open by myself. Unfortunately, I cannot do it by myself. I tried. But it'll take all of us, even you. And he points to
When
Fudge
did you
House.
try? You had just got here. What are you talking?
Even you. But we will get into this. Oh,
So do we just fireball it?
We'll get there. Yeah, kind of. It's more like you sacrifice the ability to provide the energy to fireball for the day. At the very least, you give it the energy of said spell.
I've never done this. Is it safe?
Oh, it's fine. You'll do this many a times in the future. Probably, more than likely. I don't know. Either way, you're not going to die.
Nah, I wouldn't worry, boy. It sounds just like competitive eating. You stuff it all in until it hurts.
See, I'm going to expend.
I understand that, Pa.
So, DM, I don't actually know how many spell slots I have.
You should see it
So we
on the
just
right hand
sacrifice some
side.
spell slots to open this?
I don't see
When you go to
any-
spells, it's all by level. And when you look at the level that has like a little notch on the right hand side to
Mhm.
equate how many times you can cast it. That's how many of that slot you have to expend.
It doesn't show that for me. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying, but
Is your edit sheet still on edit? You have
you're right.
to relock it.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so
Yeah.
4,
You are recovery then.
10,
Gotta get back at spell slot.
12, 14, 15, 16. So I have 16. So I expend a total of, I expend so I just, to give an example, I expend 2 5th level spell slots, 2 4th level spell slots, and 3 level 3 spell slots. So that should be a total of 10, 18, and 9. So that should be 27 total.
Got it. Okay. How would you describe this for Bernie to come to understand?
So as I'm doing it, I don't know what he would see if it's just like energy flowing through.
Exactly how you would describe it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Bernie, you see this. What I'm doing right now is I'm releasing my magical energy through the floor to provide it its sustenance. Once it reaches its precipice, its maximum, it will then open. It takes more than what I have to offer, but as a group, we more than certainly can open this together. Just follow along.
Can I do it like an insight, whether I understand him or something?
Sure.
Insight or intellect. I guess it doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna do it too. I'll be insightful.
Hey, that's not bad.
You followed that trash?
Yeah, it's just like your eating analogy, Pa. Except this time, instead of like eating it, you throw it up.
Oh, bulimia? I'm not a partaker of those who refuse the food. You
Only
keep it-
someone like that wouldn't understand magic. The fact that he can even cast a spell is beyond me.
Everything's beyond you, because you're so far beneath me. And I raise my platform another 3 feet up so I can be taller than him.
I just
gonna
look
walk
at him,
over and then
grin,
flow.
and give him a thumbs up.
It's still not on my sheet, DM, but the level 6 harm that I have.
Oh,
the
yeah, you told me about it.
necromancy.
Yeah, my bad. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna flow that into it. So you just start seeing like this black void start shaping like it's going to destroy everything, and then all of a sudden absorbs into that.
Beautiful. You guys are watching as the runes begin to glow, and you guys are being greeted by this life, this energetic kind of vibe. It's almost as if you're getting like a energy of static from your hairs rising. You feel even like around you, almost like you're getting lighter on the feet. Claremont, for the first time, your toes are wiggling in a very free-floating, non-gravity manner, and it feels nice. That pressure on the ankle's gone for just a moment, but it's not enough because somebody's holding on.
Darth. You know more
Dude.
than this guy. Come on, give him
my
a
part.
little bit.
Pa,
Give him a little bit.
Just do something, Pa. He knows
I
it's not. He knows
like
it's
my
fair
toes
line.
feeling all wiggly up here. This is kind of nice. What? You want me to do something?
Come on, Pa, do something.
Okay.
Do you want to get in the vault or not?
You want me to give some of my energy? I don't partake in bulimia. I partake in ingestion.
Well, seems like Bernie, this is gonna be yours and mine. And I put in.
I know what I do. I walk over to Pa. I walk over to Pa, and then I vampiric touch him, and then flow that into the thing.
Give up his vitality.
Instead of me absorbing the energy, just pass it in.
That's so good.
You got it. Yeah.
Can you describe it to me? Like, tell me why you're taking it.
22 damage.
Jeez.
What are you doing? What is that? I feel like
bulimia, Pa.
food out of my mouth.
You do 22 damage, and you feel the vault begin to split. So I drew these little lines earlier to help describe kind of what you guys see. Almost on the top half of this floor, you notice that there's little slits that were almost unseen. As you guys are feeding the energy, it all glows and begins to highlight, as if there were like little hidden notches, releasing and slowly lowering like stairs, going beneath the very circle in which you guys are standing on. So imagine it kind of goes down like a spiral staircase this way.
Pa, you look great. You look thinner.
No,
Yeah,
thinner is
whatever.
bad. We want to be big Fudge House boys. But if this is what you need, take what you must. I have plenty to give. And so, I mean, I'm happily like allowing you to take however much. I don't know how much you need. You could just keep taking all of it if you need to.
I don't think we do. I think it opened.
Oh, it already opened?
Right,
Then
right, Chad?
I just
It
give you
opened?
the 7th level spell slot at least?
I don't know. Yeah, no, I have no idea. DM didn't really give me any insight on how much it would take to open.
You can take all of it. I don't really care. Take it all.
I'm just a little nervous when we open in the event that something bad comes out.
What's Mind Flayer,
Yeah.
baby?
I don't. Well, it could be. It could be anything.
It could be anything.
Could be a beholder.
It could be Cthulhu.
I don't know.
But,
We're pretty high level. We could.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna stop
say you
talking
took my
because Alex
setup
has put
up.
his headphones back on. But
You guys are loud.
I don't want
Let's
to
see
finish
now.
that sentence. No.
So what do you guys do? Go downstairs?
It opened.
Oh, it opened.
Yeah, we fucking go in.
Let's go on. Then.
I am going to, before we go in, cast pass that trace on us.
Without a tration? Okay. You got it.
Fuck you.
I also look at Mr. Fudgehouse. After you, my liege. In a very mocking way.
That is much more appropriate, especially considering this is mine, my land, my vault. You just gave the spells for my goods. They are still mine. You didn't earn anything. No rights given.
I don't need any of the things you're looking for. I need the secrets that are within. That's all I look for.
The secret sauce. Well, there's ketchup involved. Okay, let's go.
You guys head down.
I lead the way.
Be right back.
And I'm stealthy.
As you are
possible.
stealthy, you see a small, like, kind of metal door at the bottom of the stairs, and there's light gleaming from underneath it. Whatever's on the other side is well lit. As you push the door open, it shows maybe a 10-ish foot hallway, and just beyond that, a nice, beautiful granite table with 6. Oh, sorry, I don't know. Oh yeah, there's 6, but you can't see that yet. A beautiful granite table with 3 gorgeous stone carved by hand chairs. You could just tell already. And there's 2 statues. One has the reflection of a reaper, and the other has a reflection of a ledge holder. Ledger, I don't know why I said ledge holder.
Beautiful.
And I don't hear or see anything else.
You
There's
see
no-
straight ahead a crazy, powerful beam of energy moving very fast, and it doesn't give off too much of a noise from where you stand at this time. But if you guys were to get closer, it just has this like kind of like a conduit doing some kind of directional constant. You guys are free to roll.
I continue stealthily entering, and
As you enter
I
the-
tell everyone, stay back, pop. Let me look
Sorry
at it.
about that.
Let me see if there's
As-
anyone around here.
You see that there's these squares with the blue glass. These are like mocking doors. You can approach them, but they are closed. so you can see through them because they're like little glass view windows. But you guys don't know how to open them at this time. There are no handles. You could tell that they're doors because you could literally see something on the other side. It's more or less figuring that part out. Some of them seem to be fogged or murky or dirty on the other end, like something, had occurred and or happened.
I just want to continue saying to Ventura, if you ever wish to know the secret, 70% of the time it involves ketchup and mayonnaise. Everybody knows it ain't much of a secret. But my boys over there are gonna figure out the newest secret. Don't you worry, this could be exactly what you want for your book of yours. Feel free to write down. Here, have a feather pen. Why you keep refusing my pens?
I don't need it. He licks his going style. And he starts writing.
I wave them in, like military style.
Got it.
Go over the table and then over to him. Yes, that was very stealthy of you. Have you checked out the statues and the
Alrighty then. I'm back.
All right.
There goes our stealth.
Oh my. Look through there.
Yeah. What about the statues? I don't know what they mean. Pa, have you ever seen them before?
I like a nice book, but other than seeing a book before, I don't know nothing about these statues. Let me think through my history.
I start literally looking at everything from the engravings to the symbols to
Investigation
top to bottom, and I literally
advantage.
look at everything.
Investigation advantage for you, Chase. Fudge House. You think real hard and got nothing.
Nah, I don't remember. Look at that boy crawling around on his belly, looking at everything in the ground and crevices.
Tasting the dust.
Yeah, like how long it's been there,
I'm like looking at under the table, like pulling the gum out from under there, tasting the gum under the table, like everything.
Got it. So here's what you come up with your roll.
I start copying him, even though I don't know what he's doing.
Give me
like
a
scratching the dust.
Give me a performance check, Bernie.
Always performance. That's where we're getting.
That's where you shine. Now, Claremont, it perturbs you a little because your boy is now mocking this man, but otherwise, Bernie, you're actually kind of seeing what he's seeing now because you rolled so well. Like at first, you were just kind of following his steps, but then as he speaks aloud, because it's Chase Ventura, he's like over here, crunchy. That is not rock. Substance. Non-human. You start kind of like trying to do the same, and you don't know how he knows these things. It's like he's drinking wine and you're drinking juice. But at the end of the day, you're understanding the weird textures and consistencies. Like you're picking up your own grasp of the tactics at hand. In doing so, Chase, you do discover that there were 5 individuals. There were 5 individuals in this room. And only 3 seats. That's odd. But even further, 3 of the 5 were non-human.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
As you continue to put it together,
leads me to a couple discoveries here. The skin flakes. Skin flakes were really important. They were a key part of this. After understanding and tasting the skin flakes, I could determine that there were 5 individuals, 3 of which non-human. Couldn't pin down the species type. Got very close.
Intelligent.
Non-human.
For all 3 of you, with this heavy evidence.
Yes, they were non-human.
Just
Chase, with your 32,
intelligent or insight?
Insight sounds fair. Just so you're aware, Chase, your 32 will go. Jesus, we'll carry over. Nice, Claremont.
Holy
so that'll continuously lower the difficulties of. Oh my god!
What?
Wow!
What?
Being real smart right now.
Yeah, I mean, here it is.
It worked. Oh my god! It worked copying
Just make sure
We're all
Bernie, Bernie does
Chase
understand something.
just elevated the intelligence of this room.
For real.
He's a detective, you know. Oh, this is great. Okay, yeah. Immediately, the moment he tells you all this information, Bernie and Claremont and both of you, basically all of you guys look at the two statues. Both of them are human. What does that tell you? I'm just curious if you guys actually know without me telling you everything. I'm gonna tell you everything, but I want to know if you guys actually can figure anything out. Any self draws?
2 humans. That's what we know.
Well, you already knew that there were 5 individuals. 3 of them were non-human. 2 of the statues are of human, and both of them are doing something in which would be a service, which means the non-humans would be considered what? And why are there 3 chairs in which 5 would be needing somehow?
Yeah, they're the followers. They're the servants.
The subservient to whoever the 3 were.
So you guys understand that walking into this room almost seems as if it was a greeting, or you were expected to have company. So 2 people in the back would keep the records, the other would call because of the holding the reap. So when you understand books and balances, there was the collector, and then there was the caretaker. And then there were 3 clearly non-human higher bodies that ran it. As you look around and you see that these structures have no openings immediately, if only maybe someone would perhaps try to take the seats. Will these 2 statues still stand behind you?
I sit in the middle.
Got it. As you sit in the middle, you feel immediately like it was lowering based off your weight, and it could work. You're not quite sure. Something has to happen.
I'm not sure, Mr. Fudgehouse, that you have the means to be able to sit on one of these chairs, but Darth there, he probably does a good job.
Won't be sitting on that chair there. No, I'm not getting out of my seat. But I will tell you that it is not a good idea to be just sitting in there willy-nilly. The first thing you're supposed to do...
I can rest my legs.
Darth, you dummy. Bunny, don't sit down just yet.
Bernie goes and sits on one.
Bernie, yours goes down for like compared to weight.
I'll throw myself up and down.
You do that. You guys hear? Give me perception checks, everyone.
So dumb. So dumb. I was about to cast Identify on it. This is when we investigate. What was your investigation for? If just to sit on the chairs, how obvious is that?
Very good, Trix. Very good.
Many things that lead up to this one point, the precipice of testing.
You guys all hear multiple kind of things opening every time Bernie jumps up and down. But it's not these doors.
And what direction did we hear?
Both. Multiple things were opening, just not the 2 that were immediately next to you.
Mr. Fudgehouse, since you're up and around and doing nothing, can you go check some of the openings, please? Thanks. Appreciate it. Your doll.
I have one of my unseen servants go up to him and just start pinching in different areas of his body. Just to pinch randomly air.
Beautiful.
That's just like in Venturi's Laugh Off.
What the fuck is that?
I cast Identify on the statue.
On the statue?
Yeah.
Interesting. As you cast Identify on the statue, do you want a private?
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, that would be cool about it.
All right. Well, you said no. So, as you cast Identify on it, this is what you learned. It is the Golden Ledger. This was, at one point, a real being. A real large, normal human being. Not a giant kin, not a Goliath. Just a really big fucking person. But it would seem as if these were some kind of other entities based off of their size and their very basic looks. They were sealed here as a forever ledger. They have seen and recorded every and all within these pages. Magically, you can flip through them and every single thing would be written. In fact, you actually see when you guys stepped in just 5 minutes ago.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
As you continue to read
Wow,
it, it
I look
says
so
they took
good.
seat combination 17.
Wait, what's the combination 17?
You see that it writes in, they took seat combination 17.
Oh, they took seat combination 17. That's awesome. So there are different ways to sit in the chairs to unlock different things. Interesting. Very interesting. Is the book stuck in his hands? Can I take it out?
Pick it up. It's all fully gold. Like, it literally looked like it was part of it. And then when you pick it up, you're like, holy shit, it was an illusion. And the book is still very gold. It still looks great, but it is 100% magical.
I pull the book into my lap.
All right.
I don't actually pull it. One of the servants pulls it. That'd be ridiculous.
Floats into your lap. Displayed before you.
Turn the page. I need to see if there's some history of where there were combinations in the past.
There were tons. You see, it never says whom they are. It just says they every single time, even for you guys. But prior to it, you notice something as you go back to look at your guys' page and the previous entries. Only twice is there ever named entries. Otherwise, there's always a they with no entry or no exit. So 3 things should be here to your understanding.
Well,
Look for the name Ranger Ted. Look for the name Ranger Ted. Look for the name Ranger Ted.
I will look for the
Ranger
name
Ted, look for it.
I want
You
to do a
see-
very brief.
You see 2. You see Cloudy
I'm
and
gonna go grab another beer.
a Gur, and it is spelled like these.
Ooh. No Ranger Ted. My apologies. But it would seem to me perhaps the order in which you sat down might be the different combination. Perhaps you should stand up and try again.
Look for individual species and species types that have come through here in
All
the
it
past years.
says is they and then a combination number. It doesn't say how they sat down or
And you
who
checked
sat
every
down.
page? What kind of investigative journalist are you? I stand
The
up and
kind that doesn't lick
I
the
take the book
floor
from him.
on a trap.
Do you allow him to snag the book from you without
No, he
any?
can't touch the book. It's mine. It's in my lap and it's golden. It's gold, my dear man. This is for royals only.
Who says that?
I
Knowledge
just
is
did.
for everybody.
You must listen to your betters. That'd be
No.
me.
No.
Just stand up and sit down again, would you? I want to see if something happens.
I sit. I almost sit, and I do an air sit.
So you hover.
Sorry, nothing happening. Now give me the book.
Well, you'd have to stand up to reach me. So, I don't know what you're gonna do sitting there.
Give me the book.
Nope.
Give me the book.
Nope.
Give me the book. 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 And I'm not like, reaching for it. I'm just being annoying. Like in his face. Give me the book. Give me the book. Give me the book. Give me the book.
Got it. Bernie, all that you've missed is that Claremont clarified that there are different seat combinations, and they've been fighting over the book.
Give me the book. Give me the book. Give me the book. Give me the book. Give me the
I
book.
could
Give me
hear.
the book. Give me 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 the book.
My boys are so much
Give me the
better.
book. Give me the 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 book. I need a book. I need the book. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give 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 me the book. Give me the book.
Sleep.
Give me the book. Give me the book.
I can't push it.
If not, give me a save. As he puts a pattern in front of your eyes.
He what?
He casts a hypnotic pattern.
I say, shh, shh, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Shh.
Did you want to save against her? Oh, yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Oh, not
Ooh.
enough. Nice. That's his weakness, guys. You found it.
I fall asleep.
Well, you're
Saying,
just
"Give me the book.
incapacitated.
Give me the book.
you're like
Give me the book.
mumbling it now.
Give me
like
the book.
like a
Give
little
me
bit.
the book. Give me the
He's
book.
determined.
Give me the book.
Dear
Book.
God,
Give it to me.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
this is incredible. I have one of my unseen servants go to sit down on the chair.
As they do, they don't weigh anything.
Oh, damn. They don't weigh anything?
I don't think so. They're spirits, technically. They're like fae, like like
Yeah,
they're
that
not
makes
real.
sense.
Yeah, like they can interact physically, but that doesn't mean they have weight to themselves. Mage Hand doesn't have weight; it can just carry a certain amount of weight.
I'll just push the top of the chair then with my paladin. Just have it plop on top of it.
Got. As you do, you put a little bit of weight. It's like you hear one of the doors. It's jammed. The one on the left-hand side.
Does the book update at all?
It does. There we go. I can check all the combinations.
You don't have to tell me the numbers if you don't want to, but it's just like
No,
I'm
I
curious.
was making sure that I wrote down the last one though, because the last one was 17. This one is 2.
Combination 2. And as we can hear ourselves, that door over there is opening. So it is simply the order of operations in which we sit. Boys, this is how you do investigation. Don't listen to silly detective over there. He clearly got all of his knowledge from a comic book. No offense to you, my boy. I know
That's
that's
how
where
I
most
got
of
all
you-
my knowledge. It works for me.
Well, you got that knowledge until you met me, and then you became my son, and now your knowledge is straight from your nobility. You don't need to go to school or nothing. Just being
That's
noble.
true. I knew it. I never need to learn another thing.
You don't need school. You just need to be royal.
Man, other people should try to be royal. This is so easy.
It really is. I don't know what their issue is. He should be waking up probably by now. It's only a minute. I think
got
it
it.
only lasts.
You snap back.
Need a
muted
book?
them.
Give me the
There you
book. Give me the book.
How
Give me
tall
the
are
book.
the ceilings?
Say it again.
How tall are ceilings?
Surprisingly, they are very tall. They are vaulted, sitting around 80 or so feet, but they are literally just full walled, which makes no sense because you guys only went down like 30 feet, but magic is what it is.
I'm gonna go up like 10, 20 feet so I don't have to hear him so much.
You got it. From up there, all it is like a weird vertigo because it's more like there's nothing up here. It is just empty space. You imagine it's a magical feature to prevent such audible like things reaching a certain surface so easily.
Well, you're not going to give me the book. I will investigate my way out of this. And I go over to the Reaper and I start studying the Reaper more and just trying to understand like his purpose in the grand scheme of things.
Glenn, you mind explaining to him the solution I might put in
History check.
place?
What'd you say to Bernie?
Perhaps. I said, give him the solution. I already told them how to solve it. You just sit in different orders.
True. He's just ignoring you out of spite.
I guess so.
I'll go sit in the same chair I sat before.
And with that, oh no, I told you guys. Sorry, you guys didn't go further with that investigation. The door is just jammed. Like it's trying to open. Maybe you guys can interact to help it open. The bottom left one.
Bottom left, which is this one.
Yes.
Naturally, as the strongest one, I run over to try to help it.
Give me a strength check.
Nice.
My strength. Okay. Hey. Not terrible.
That's not
As you
bad.
get it, it drops. 1 second. We got a thing. It looks like a engine-like room of sorts. Um, the sounds are very quiet. You understand that there's a vibration coming from the devices immediately within your vision, but it's not like a tumble dry or anything. It's very calm and hummed, almost like a capacitor or some sort, though you would not know that it's burning. But there's power, and it's not power you're used to. It's not magical in any way. You understand what the functioning light is, but it shouldn't be functioning so far away from a power source, which is only 10 feet away. But that's just not something like, you guys don't know too much of like steam or a combination of like, you don't know the Warforged life because it was all bad before. So this is all kind of new for Bernie at the very least. I'd say Chase has seen some of like he's either written about it or you've been to Bromel, I imagine, in your 27 years, and that this is the only place in Edia that has anything like this publicly in view. But that's why Bromel's a closed community. And technically, Claremont might understand a little bit of it because he's a Verdan.
Well done, boy. I'm coming back down. Let me come on in if you mind holding that door open a little bit. Thank you. I'll just scooch on by.
You go inside, and as you look around, lo and behold, holy moly! Thank God it ain't moving, but a massive construct sits there in what seems to be an idle state at this time.
So I can connect with Warforged. Am I able to connect with this being?
Do you attempt to?
Interesting. Interesting.
You go to connect with it. As you do, a prompt within your mind procs. Please identify.
It is Claremont FUGDEHOUSE. I go with the what's it? I want to get the name of it. The Sentinel Crown owner and royal leader of Warforged.
It's like registering. You imagine it's like thinking. Identity confirmed. Access denied.
Denied? Well, I demand to know why, or I will go carrying all over your ass.
Category Air Code 13. Access denied.
Damn. I don't have as large a background of coding as I should in this environment.
You would feel that there's probably multiple items like the crown in which you wielding, and this is a very, very older kind of Warforged model. So you'd imagine it probably wasn't on the same network. You can communicate with it because it's a Warforged, but it's like it's like an old school CCTV vibe compared to your on the web, nowadays livings.
Also, small thing, Ian. I don't know if it's true in new 5e or whatever, but in the original, if you had real life skills, you could have a bonus proficiency to relate as such in the game. So, like if you, for example, know how to code, theoretically, you would have an advantage with being able to do that in the game.
Backdoor into his mission access.
You can give me an intelligence check.
Let's just see
what I was doing because you distracted.
Alex actually gave me that bonus on Henry with my Krav Maga and gave me a bonus in hand-to-hand combat.
True.
That's really cool.
18's pretty good. It is possible to force access this, but the key card and or device needed is not lying with it, unfortunately. Whoever has the remote or wherever the remote is, it is not pre-hooked up to the belt of any easy access. You have to go find its manual control.
I see there are authentication codes required for permission access. It is not based purely on the Sentinel Crown, which has its own codes. You require different access methods. Well, alright, I can search for that. This room seems to be enclosed. Let's see what else you have here. These is just engineering. This is just engines and stuff, right?
Yeah, I'll get to you. We'll get to that in just a second. As you start taking in that information, Chase, you sit there for a long while. You bust out the entire prehistoric toolkit. You've been dusting this bad boy. You've been catching the original. Like you take, like you have like a whole OG photo gunpowder snap flash system, so you can take like images and do the little thing with it. And it's just like this little like what was it, like a Sherlock Holmes little briefcase that pops out and just has all the contraptions inside. And as you
I
do,
dust for fingerprints even.
you do all of that, and your synopsis is non-related to the entire physical investigation of it. Instead, you just did it because of your enthusiasm for your work. But during that time, you just were in your head plotting the entire configuration of this disbelievable story. But with Claremont's understanding of the other one, this one too is a massive humanoid naturalism. So at some point in the past, your kind must have been much bigger, and something must have shrunk them. So you now know that you have dwarfism. As a human, that is not as big as this human.
That's a note I'm not going to write down.
So as you stand before your higher kind, you could tell that this person was embodied to keep track of the souls, all that were lost and all that were given. Because not every time does one just choose to die, but some can provide. This is a reaper and a ledger, the balance of it all. And before it, the energy channel. That energy will probably obliterate any one of you. But there could be a chance that you could turn it. You just got to be able to get to the doors and find that switch. These two statues have been embodied permanently like this at some point in some time. I would say with your investigation, you probably can tell that the Reaper was put in this kind of thing over 117, positive 117 or longer. Not 116, not 130, 117 guaranteed or longer. This thing has been encapsulated in this.
Years or
whatever you wish to declare.
Millennia.
You decide. However ridiculous you wish to be.
117,000 years.
Nice. And that's very impressive that you were able to deduct that. I like it.
So with that, these two, once they were encapitalized, created this conduit. All the tiths, all the earnings on the ledger, and all of the sacrifices made by the Reaper is what's powering this. Just like you guys gave up the spell to get inside, this explains it. This is the mechanism on how they enforce it. This is why it can't be dispelled, because it's literally a living energy pool in there.
This is incredible. This is incredible. Somehow, some way, we have to turn that beam off, though, to get inside. Must have something to do with this other room.
As you head over there, that door is still closed. Claremont, you notice that the two viewpoint openers in the bottom left-hand side of these canisters, inside, when you look, there are two things in. There's something different in each of them. Sorry. In the first window, you can choose which one that is. It doesn't really matter in this aspect. But in the first window, there is literal just loot, like items, weapons. It's like a recycler. This machine seems to be recycling all kinds of gear. Some of it magical, some of them mundane, some of it damaged, some of it looking like you've never seen before. The other one is creating these pockets, like these little dimensional portals. And every time one is created, loot pours through. Give me an insight check as you observe this process.
This is impressive. And that will keep us going for quite a while.
God, you guys are killing this fucking vault, man. This is crazy. This is like a... God, I mean, this is beautiful. No, it's great. It's great.
I seem to understand what's happening here.
Yeah. As you stare at the as you stare at the portals popping open, it seems that everything that's popping through is coming from some type of conflict, like a war, battle, ransacking. It's almost as if like something inside the canister that you're staring into is in there making these portals and then taking shit, but it's all in, like, you just see the portals and stuff falling through, but it just doesn't make sense. How are the portals coming? Who's casting them? Or how do they know where to go? Like, all of that is, you don't know, but you definitely have that huge hunch that this is like, it knows all war crimes and is just looting off of the top, like always getting a cut. This is the ultimate. You don't need. It looks very archaic, very old school, but when it works, and it fucking works. How, you do not know. But you were super stoked because you're Verdad, and this is like pure alley.
This is beautiful. This is science. Science and magic mixed to make something beautiful. And that beautiful thing? Loot. This is what all nobles need. Lots of income. And small people to work for us. We got those.
What was that, Pa?
You gotta have peasants. Peasants and money. That's what the nobles need.
Chase, you manage upon approach. You see that this door was repositioned here. It's a false. As you go to mess with it, it's even light. You pick it up. Huh. And you move it aside, and it's not even metal. It's no longer blocking your way.
Knew it. Certainly there's something inside. This is the true treasures.
As you walk inside, you see that
literally start scouring every inch of the room.
Do you go north or south? So real quick, this right here is a lowered wall. Like, you could imagine that this is like a raised divider for private, studies, etc. And right now it's just all one open hall.
I could climb over the wall though.
It's flat. It's on the ground. Like it's not up. Is what I'm saying. Is that you could tell though that it is used as like a wall divider that can proc up and conceal it to be.
Before I go though, like I want to determine whether or not if I step through, if it'll close off and like trap me in, or if there's a means to be able to like keep it down.
Fair question. General insight. You walk in, your gut checks. You're like you're using that stink eye look. And then you point, almost finger guns from the hip, to one of the chairs. And we'll say this one over here. As you begin to walk through, you see that this is a like embedded stone grinding rotational fountain-like thing. These are little lasers they look like little lasers, really, that are just bouncing off of hidden reflective glasses. As you're walking by, you can see glints of them in like little slits. Imagine like one of those paper like drawing animation viewers kind of thing when you do a paper animation, if you are familiar with such. But it's just a bunch of light reflecting. You don't know if it's dangerous or not, but it's very cool. And then the dead center is lighting this like little highlight in the centerpiece itself, almost as if there's a purpose to powering this little table like tablet here in the center. But you don't know what it means, but it is active at this time. You get to the chair and you see that it has like a little adjustment, almost as if it should be flush, and it is not. It looks perhaps like a lever or a latch of some sort.
Futz with it.
You fuck with it, as you do. All of the books seem to jump off the shelf and swarm you. Roll initiative.
Oh, fuck.
You see book after book just start to topple over, and you're like, what? And then you see them, and they just swarm together and just start flapping. I guess it would have rerolled anyways, but this will save you. You got the 8 out. Oh, no, that's right. We didn't fix the reroll part yet.
Do we hear this happening?
Claremont, no. He's next to the other machines. But you are perception check.
Wait, hold on. I just want to make sure I mark off all my spell slots that I used.
Boys, the Fudge House riches just got richer. I told you we were wealthy.
Definitely distracted.
I mean, this machine here pulls in loot from portals.
Okay.
That's gonna have his new character die while we're over here distracted.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, let that dog in.
Well, you get book clubbed.
Oh no!
I love that.
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh no!
You're just getting battered. for 6 points of damage. And it is now your turn. First book's come at you, and it's looking rough.
Objects.
Say that again. I apologize.
A dimension door. A dimension door at level
Well, it has to be 6, I think.
6. Yeah, which it took. So, yeah, it says 6th level. So, a dimension door, and I go to the room here.
You say like 30 feet that way?
Yep.
You got it?
I'm gonna head on out of here 30 feet out this way to the left.
And then Bernie, as you're like listening and kind of like, he's not screaming or anything. He just appears before you, and there's like a handful of like pages missing from what looks to be an insert of a book. Like he ripped out book pages and then threw them above himself in a confetti surprise. But really, it was the books attacking him that went with him as a part. But the books
that's
itself are
cool.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. I think I'll need your investigative, keen sense and sturdiness, Mr. Bernie, to be able to help me go ahead and get into this next room. There were some things in there that certainly weren't my speed, if you know what I mean.
No, but you need me to blow something up?
Yes.
All right. And with that, I leave the door. I don't know if that means.
I need you to Hodor.
No, the door is the door is fixated where you left it, Bernie. So
we're gonna go ahead. This thing, we just go ahead and move on out, and right here you'll eventually see them, and there they are.
You brought him into the light.
I don't see anything.
Well,
book?
Go ahead and head on over to that chair, and you'll see something, and you'll go ahead and toggle the switch.
The chair works perfectly. There's nothing to toggle. Like you can move the chair back and forth, like a wait, but it doesn't have any kind of lever built into it. To your understanding, Bernie.
Are you feeling all right, Chase?
Most certainly not. Most certainly not. I had the worst nightmare or daymare. We call them daymares when something really happens, but you can't prove it.
Love it.
That's what happened.
Really? That's
daymare.
A great term. Hey, look at all these books.
Yeah, they attacked me.
Do you think a Ranger Ted is in them?
It could be. In fact, let's investigate.
All right.
But Chase, you have to do a wisdom save to see if it's at disadvantage because you're still kind of like, did it happen? Did it not happen? Will the book bite me? Kind of thing.
What was it?
You see,
wisdom save, you said?
Yeah, wisdom save. Yeah, you see Bernie touching the book, and you're just like, didn't bite him yet, and he starts filtering through them. Ooh, you don't risk it.
First time. I let me just go ahead and observe what you're doing.
Yeah, there you go. You're focused on Bernie.
I want to ensure that your origin story of sorts goes off without a hitch. Let's see Ranger Ted in the making do his job.
I'm just like grabbing one, and if it isn't Ranger Ted, throwing it behind me.
A small pile is building by the feet of Chaz, and he's just like, "Oh shit!"
I'm like writing like this is exactly what Ranger Ted would do. Throw caution to the wind and just find what matters.
As you continue to do so, you don't seem to be finding Ranger Teds by chucking books off the bookshelf.
These books suck.
As he's throwing them, can I like try to glean as like the books are being flying? Can I try to glean if there's any like important titles? Obviously, it'd be hard for me to see it. Sure. I'm not going to touch it, but if I try to, yeah. Like I don't know if that's investigation at a disadvantage or something.
I'll just give straight investigation. Fine. I mean, books are have different bases and titles could be anywhere.
Okay.
As you look down at the books are already on you. You were about to get 4 surprise attacks. 1 second.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm just flinging books still.
He's been throwing them towards you.
Fuck.
Oh, that was not at advantage. Hold on. For that. Misses. One more.
Bernie, just turn around, please, for the love of God.
Give me a wisdom check to see if you care or not. If you ignore them or if you do turn around. You get hit by 1. Nice. Ricochets. Ba, ba, ba. Ooh, nice. Yeah, Bertie, you turn around, and as you do, the books you see, as Chaz is like, do you see this? You see some of the papers, just like when he appeared and he threw them up in the air. They just
not Chaz.
Oh, sorry, I don't know why I'm saying that. Chase. You see literally almost as if when the confetti had fallen when he first appeared, literally doing the same thing. Like he's just playing with the books that you're throwing at him. As all the books go motionless.
What, Chase?
Let me just step out, and you should burn those books because they're not
As
good.
you step out, they all come alive and chase him. Just like,
Oh, shit.
you actually see that he's not lying, but they are totally ignoring you. They're just after him. And at this point, they're not harming him because they roll really low on average. So he's just getting like soft pod this entire time. You're just like watching this out of amusement. As what do you do? There's no initiative. They're not threatening at this point. They're just annoyance. And
You should stop being a jerk to the books, man.
Dude, anything to the books.
Clearly, you're doing something. They're upset with you.
Claremont, you hear this commotion down the way. Do you leave where you are, or what do you do?
Darth, you mind checking on that? And then I'm trying to get loot, so I'll let Darth do it.
Y'all
Darth. As
better-
Darth pops over, they all stop.
get back.
Just like they did it earlier. Like right around, Darth goes, "Hey
I'm
guys,
gonna
what's?"
light you
And
on
then
fire.
you hear that as all the books just. He's like, "What's wrong?"
These books had it out for me. I could.
Bernie. You see that Bernie has like books in his hands and a pile next to him. That he like. So he's coming up with the conclusion that Bernie's chucking books at Chase, and he's just like, did I interrupt something?
I throw a book at Chase.
No,
again.
you came in perfect time. These gosh dang, see, look at them. They're coming at me. These books are not
Okay.
right.
I'm just gonna check this out. As he heads over here, you guys see him just a rug just flies right up and grabs Darth.
Oh shit!
Now you guys are now
Flying
on
carpet.
initiative.
Oh god.
Yeah. Oops.
Keep it down over there.
No one comes back nor responds. You guys kind of hear like, "Oh fuck," from Darth, right? As he's scooped up, and what's that? Oh, I see. Okay. It goes the smother. Successfully. You guys cannot hear Darth at this time. I mean, he's just mumbling.
Oh fuck!
28. Bernie, what do you do?
I'm not aware that he's being attacked.
Ooh, that's fair. This bookshelf's in the way. I like your argument. Well, follow that's your turn, I guess. You threw the book, you thought it was funny, and bam. Now we got Chase.
The only thing I do
Are you
is
not
like I
saying this?
walk over and then I throw another book at Chase.
You're like,
The rug is smothering Darth.
You're crazy, Chase.
I use cast command on the rug.
Okay.
I'm hoping it's a creature. I don't know. It could be an animated object. I have no idea.
I mean, it's the words creature,
It
and
is holding.
that's
And
pretty
I say,
much everything.
drop,
You say what? Sorry.
drop. So it's supposed to
Immediately,
drop whatever it's
the-
holding.
yeah. Immediately, it spits out Darth. He's like, oh, ugh. Darth takes 5 feet forward. Boop, boop. Yeah, the rug is still there. Anything else, sir?
And then with a bonus action, I give Darth a bardic inspiration. Bardic usability.
What do you tell him?
Go ahead and punch his lights out.
All right. Bernie, I need you to punch him. Darth doesn't punch things, but good to know. It's not his turn. It's the rug again. The rug goes the
I'll
other
figure
way.
out my one-liners. I think it's going to be
No worries.
something about like headliners or something like. I don't know, but we'll see. Gotta figure it out.
Ooh, I got him. Guys, you gotta save him. I'm gonna kill him on accident.
Jesus.
Damn. He's like, oh. Yep, didn't help. He's still inspired, but now he's grappled again. With that, it's Darth's turn. He is going to Misty Step, I think he has, right? It's a 2, He going Misty Step. Doo-doo. And then he's gonna appear here. He's like, Bernie, the rug. You see the rug wave its hand at you, Bernie. Saying hi.
It looks friendly. Is it my turn again?
Yeah, we'll just keep
Not
it
re-rolling
flush right
initiative?
now. I have to. I don't know how to fix it yet. The update
Okay,
has a
I'm
lot of
gonna-
changes in settings.
I'm gonna
Oh,
walk
nice.
closer, and I'm going to try to animal handle it.
Mm.
It looks so cute.
Nice. Get yourself another pet. Oh, that's perfect.
This one you don't have to feed either, you know? It's just a rug.
It like walks up. It's like it's a rug, and it comes up and like brushes your head with its like ends where it has like the little bell cap. It's just like, and then it looks like it's going to do what it did to Darth, but in a very slow manner. And this is the point that you're waiting for the moment, Chase. You're like, now it's going to strangle him, and it doesn't. It just cloaks around in a very comforting, supporting, snuggy like manner. How does it look? Bernie would imagine, as it looks like a massive, massive cape that weighs almost nothing because the creature is keeping itself light for the benefit of Bernie.
I like
It's
pet
the
it.
Ranger 10. I bust out my notepad and start writing. Just do. No one else would have thought of to befriend a carpet. This is incredible.
Next person who dies plays the carpet. You won't have long turns, I promise. You got smother, and that's it.
This reminds me of when Ranger Ted entered the mystery cave and came out with riches untold. Very reminiscent.
Books find themselves back on the shelf. By the time all this is over, you see only 2 or 3 books caught in the act, repositioning themselves. All the bookshelves are completely sprawled and new and gorgeous. Claremont, on the other end of the world, what are you trying to do?
I wanted to check out the loot.
How do you
Get
try to access it? There is no hatch panel here. However, you can tell that sometimes things come out here, but you don't know if it comes from here or if it comes from some other portals you can't see without the glass window. Though, if you were willing, you could maybe insert a visual mannerisms to see what could be inside.
Well, I want access. I thought, I could use magic, perhaps, to get it out.
You could see it.
Let me try this. I will. What sort of? I'm looking at this stuff at gold, so that's what I'm going for. I'm going for the gold.
Okay.
I'm going to use a little spell to make a little something special. It's called fabricate. I find a raw material. In this case, I'm looking at a lot of gold across multiple items. I'm going to pull it all to me, pull it together, and then create something new. In this case, there'll be sausage links, golden sausage links.
Okay.
BRB.
It doesn't say
Yep.
how the material gets to me from
It
where
doesn't. That's what I was reading, but I'll allow it because of magic. So it just turns into sausage links, and as they do, you in your head, you're like, make another link in where I cannot see, and eventually you could just keep creating sausage link until it finally pokes out, and then you're like yanking it, and you realize that you made 38 links to reach.
Success. Me and my boy's gonna have no problem. Eminem, look at me
Fucking
now.
heavy.
Oh,
You put it on you're like, whoa, your pelican's dragging on the ground.
well, I'll just temporarily make a Tercer's floating disc and put them on there.
What's the max? That's like 500 pounds, right?
Yeah, I think it's 400. Is that right? What is it?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's not super high.
500.
It is 500. Nice, good memory, dude.
No, I read it.
Oh.
Just as good.
No, I meant to Alex because he.
Oh, because I called it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's with you, man.
Thanks. All right, I'm doing some calculations, doing some heavy math. We are coming to. Well, it's actually, it feels heavy because you're small, Verdun, but it's really not that crazy. It's under 100 pounds. So perfect. The disc can carry it all with ease. It's 83 pounds. But for you, that's a lot. So works out. You put it on the disc and it begins to float. And with that, what do? You head over to the group, or do you just kind of hang?
Yeah, now that I have it, we can always come back. But I'm gonna meet my boys, show them that we are in fact quite wealthy.
You got your new carpet as a cape, and it kind of moves freely. It's really neat because, like, even though you're not guiding it, it kind of does this cool self-styling to really always make you look cooler than
super
you
cool.
would make it look as you walk. Yeah. Doc's like, I'm kind of jealous.
I walk with it
Maybe
like
it was trying to do that with me, and I just didn't hug it back. Give it back, Bernie. It was mine. They chose me.
never. As I walk, it like flutters in the back like it's in the wind.
Fun new acquired pet.
Oh, Brandon, my boy. What, you wear capes now?
Ah, look at this. It's so cool. And I pose, and then I like to have it like wrap around.
That is quite dignified. All right, I give it to you. That is quite the established look you have there.
And then I pose again where I'm pointing to the future and like have it like wave all the way backwards.
I'd imagine that
Chase he does that. I take a picture.
Perfect.
Immediately.
Exactly. Yep. You capture this moment. This is the cover.
Well, look at what we have here. A small representation of the Fudge House wealth. I told you.
This
we can get
what do we see?
Like, at first, I mean, you tell me, Bernie, from your young child mind, what pure gold piled on top of each other sausage links would look like when presented to you.
That's right. Sausage. Oh, gold. It looks like poop, but golden poop. Let no one tell you that the Fudge House name doesn't poop gold. We shit whatever we want.
Ew.
Oh, I told you that he wasn't on board with the poop part.
With that, the my new rug comes and like covers my face. Ew.
Well, if you don't like them like this, I could change the shape, but you know, it's just standard procedure. We want them to be individuals, but still connected. So we can off sausage links and use them as I don't know how much gold that, like 100 gold pieces or 1,000 gold pieces, whatever. I don't
much would
do
it be, Alex?
accounting. That's why we hired Eminem.
1 sec. Do you tell Eminem? He can tell you. Do you
I
call
will
him?
tell Eminem, just not right now.
But yeah, I do have a number for you. But when that time comes. So with that, what do you guys do further?
Chase is still trying to investigate this room further. Now that things have calmed down, he's trying to kind of.
So
he
now
wants
that
to get
things
to the next side.
Okay. As you attempt to get to the next side, you must find a way to open it. You can reattempt with all you guys again, investigate, or how you guys choose it. If you're doing physical, hands-on investigation, if you're just looking around, perception, if you're just thinking and like gut checking things, it's an insight.
Why don't
Everybody.
we just go back to
Stop what you're
combination
doing. We must find a mechanism to open up this area.
7? Like,
Bernie goes
Have
back
some-
to copying him. Mechanism in this area.
But I love you, boy, but if you're gonna copy the idiot, you're gonna have troubles. Because that man just asked, what do we do? We got the mechanism right there. Look at the chairs. I've got the code. You sat down, middle, right, left. And that opened doors that we couldn't see.
I start
These could be the doors.
investigating the room in here, and I again kind of go back to the same methodology that I went with, like
You got
uncovering, looking for people like indents where people pushed or pull, or trying to find traces of grooves opening in the floor, on the wall.
another investigation check.
By the way, Alex, could you just like attach the
Up to you.
rug to me
Yeah.
when I move? Yeah.
1 sec. Should be good now.
Cool.
Let's see. Try it. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Uh,
Pa, I'm
And-
learning.
if you, Chase, if you were to overhear this conversation, you would then turn around with a very kind of cocky ha ha and tick and find it. As you hit it, the door behind Bernie opens.
Ooh, nice. Well
I
done.
dramatically roll through it.
Well, there was
I
another method
point,
as well.
point at Mr. Fudgehouse and send a little message. You are green, big, and stupid, I see. And I walk through.
That some bitch. He's just walking right past this library. What's wrong with these boys? This could be quite valuable. Books are worth more than people realize.
There's no Ranger Teds.
Makes a good point.
All right. So I look reluctantly. I look at the books, papers,
The
parchments.
packages. Yeah, so these are like boxes, and it looks like this would be at one point or another where groups, for whatever reason, would lie and sleep, it would seem. The table here at the south seems to represent where one would collect multiple things, and then this little hatchet here, it's actually like a big basket that you'd imagine something would go for whatever reasons. The rest are all shelving and with random boxes. Within them is old, kind of worn out, some of it magical, but not deemed better than your guys' gear in the sense of daggers or random little weapons. And each of these capsules seem to hold a very powerful glow.
I try to understand the glow from a magical sense, and so like try to gain the arcana or an insight on the arcana of it.
Claremont and Chase, you guys can do Arcana. Bernie, what would you be doing in this room?
Sweet.
I would just be trying to copy Chase.
So give me a insight check to see, because it's different, I guess. Chase isn't using his hands this time. He's just, for him, I mean, describe to me, Chase. What does it look like as you hone in on?
It looks
the
looks
arcana?
ridiculous because he does everything in an investigative way, So though it's just trying to sense like magic from it, he's like sniffing it, and he's like,
So you're like shamaning it kind of thing.
and he's
Okay.
like
Yeah, I
doing
don't
like
understand
stupid
what
shit.
he's doing.
Yeah, that you finally hit a child limit of I don't want to try that. As you see him getting all crazy on it, and he's really close to it, and it looks very very powerful for being in a very breakable container. Claremont, you because you're a Verdan and you're understanding that a lot of the tech here, is not magical reliant. However, they use the practice of how magic works to create that illusion, making you magic thinkers not perceive the most obvious access points. Everyone's so used to non-physicality approaches, yet everything here seems to need that interaction. You're starting to put it together. This is old work, old mechanism. That the magic is so permanent in it that it has become physical solutions that have found themselves self-created and or purposefully placed. You're not quite sure on that part, but you didn't see the book part, so you're aloof to that. You're aloof to any of that knowledge. But what you saw already convinces you that whoever built this structure is definitely not dead. It's like whoever built it has the means to live long enough to have figured out how to convert magical spells of permanencies into physical realities.
Oh my. We seem to be in someone else's household.
Chase, after your ritual was complete, you end staring almost right over it, like as if you were staring at something, someone. You are not wrong, Claremont, because Chase sees the eyes of something he does not know how to describe. It just, he's never seen it before. So you may now describe it for the first time. Now, you see line in there, what's creating this very sharp glow. Your eyes are drying out as you're just really forcing the bright buffer, and you're like photoshopping, filtering it with just your mind, Chase. And you come out with this image. What would you describe? What do you see?
I write it all down first and foremost before my eyes.
It's
burn
really
out.
bad. Yeah, I mean, you probably got like sloppy handwriting, but it's legible to you. But anyone else that would find these notes be like, what was this man on?
This is the most incredible finding. Seems to be a being of pure essence, pure light. The sheen, metallic glow, encompassed by just white glowing light. I've never seen or heard of anything such as this. Or maybe I have, I'm not sure. Let me refer to my notes. And I go back in my notes.
Maybe
As you finally pull your face away, it's somber. You were so intense over it, you just flashbanged your face into it. Like as you look at them, they see just beautiful red flakes of dry skin. Like you'll recover, but for the
Looks like I don't have to go to the tanning beds for weeks.
Go ahead.
I'm referring back to my notes to see if there's anything that's ever come up in the books or lore or anything that I've ever read of something similar to this type of creature.
As you're going through your notes, you stop because for the first time, have you found a use for Fudge House? He's a Verdan, you say. Verdans are created very similarly like this. This could very well be the starting essence of a Verdan. Without a skin, without a face. Unfortunately, someone had a really fat goblin lying around to throw over this one. But could it be? Is that how they're made? These would be the conclusion, things you come across as you're really looking through your notes. Instead, you stop. I mean, you might be mocking it, but really you're focusing in on the actual live subject you have before you. You've hit the jackpot, Chase. Like all of your detectiving has never led you to a group of adventures pre-defined and built for everything you need to brush up on in essence of understanding.
And while that's happening, I'm over there
Mister
like with the rug, like
Fudge
trying to
House.
teach it tricks.
Oh yeah,
I'm like
that
dancing with the
rug.
rug.
So the rug, real quick, is a construct. So it's super basic intelligence of it could do basic calculations, hard edges, that kind of thing. It can't communicate with you though in any way. That's the only catch.
I
And
just
it's
wanted that as
all
like a
basic.
comic foil.
Oh yeah. No, yeah,
You
for
know.
sure. Like it communicates with you through mimicry, mocking you. It senses you as you've been doing so far. So it's like a very specific bond that you have with. So, right.
I was just hoping for that moment, while he's realizing he has a perfect party, he remembers he's with a kid who's like dancing with a rug.
I mean, yeah, in the background, behind the larger subject, that's the bigger in the picture, you do see a child with a rug.
And then you see a fat Dan.
Pa, you
eating a
see
hot
this?
dog, and a hot dog pops out of the bun while he's chewing on it.
And then
No
a
one-
dude who just stinks of
Mr.
death.
Fudge House. Mr. Fudge House. Mr. Fudge House. Mr. Fudge House. This
I
is
need that hot
extremely
dog. It's on
important.
my foot.
I pull it up and put it in his mouth.
He's like,
Mr. Fudge House. That. Do you know what that is?
Guys, you see this? You see this?
Yeah, I point to the glowing
To the capsule,
orb capsule. Do you know what that
Oh,
is?
literally, the capsule. It does look quite familiar. Let me recollect. Sorry, I need to finish chewing this first.
I don't
Guys,
need
we're
you
doing
to know
the worm.
because you know what? You are it. You are one of them. They are one of you. Just so it happens that the individual in there more than likely will get a better vessel than your sorry, whatever you are.
Well, I'm deep in thought while you're talking, and I all of a sudden say, "Watch for the grenades." It doesn't make any sense. but I'm like, watch for the grenade. Oh my. That does seem quite familiar.
as you sit
What
there.
did you say about my body?
Anywho, there, right there, that is the making of a construct. A superior construct. A soul to be bound to a vessel.
We're not really interested in slavery, although I do appreciate that you're trying to provide.
Do you understand the incredible finding that this is? This is the creation of constructs, but a more advanced version. This is the creation of you, what you are.
Don't nothing create like me. I'm a fudge house. We are quite unique.
Does anyone understand this? Does anyone? This is incredible. The most incredible thing ever.
Yes, and
This
it's
is
owned by
creation.
Fudge House Corporation. Everything we own is quite valuable. In fact, if you wanted such a thing, it would cost you a pretty penny.
I can't with this one. He's so dumb.
We'll just charge you for the research. Don't worry about it.
I walk away. Just walk away with my head hanged out.
For one
Hanging
deal,
low.
you can research 2 of the vessels that you're so interested in for the price of 1.
And I flip through any of the documents or parchments that are up here just to like take my mind off of whatever's going on, whatever he's saying.
I
You
look at
toss
Bert
it.
while he's playing with his robe or whatever. Do you think I sold him on that? Do you think we're gonna get him?
Bernie, any response to that?
Like
From
rug.
Nope.
Nice, it's right.
I'm fucking around with the rug. I throw the rug at Darth. I'm like, catch the rug. And when it does, it like starts to try to smother him.
Stop that. That's not cool, man. I want a rug too. Ask it if it has friends. We will hold the session there so Darth doesn't miss out on all the fun. You guys are killing it, though. You guys are killing it. There's tons and tons and tons to be discovered. But damn, your rolls are on fire. It's
I'm
crazy.
scared about where this is going.
That was crazy. There were so many 20s. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that was Dude, Chase like can't miss.
Yeah, when you're a jack of all trades, it's like if you fail, you fail. Like it's bad. So it's usually a great smooth story until one thing goes wrong.
Well, and I have lucky. I didn't pull it out, but
Oh,
I was
snap.
like,
Oh,
fuck.
I got lucky.
I took lucky because I was like, fuck.
But
Really
your
hate
character is great, man. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah,
It
dude, you did
allows
an
so
amazing
much,
job.
Yeah.
so many build-ups into this. So that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Good.
For
Love
How'd you like
this
playing
team
him?
too. Such a great team. Yeah, how do you feel
So
about
I
it?
gotta. He's fun. I got to figure out his like lines, his like one-liners, and like
His identity.
when he does bardic inspiration. Like I want to say like headlines of stories.
That'd be cool.
Like the one with Dar that should have been like Rug smothers man.
Yeah. Like in moment headlines, I
Yeah.
like it. Yeah.
Guy tries to help with soothing words. Good luck.
Like it.
That's
It's like an RSS feed.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That'd be, you know what? I've been super into coding. I am going to make us a custom thing that like a website interface. So when you do that, you can type it and it'll show up across the stream because of OBS. I can do that.
Yeah,
So
that'd be
we'll do
dope.
it as a browser connector. So that would be sick. So I think we'll set that up. That'll be really cool. So that we can get the little headlines for your thing, and then we could do some fun things for like whenever Claremont, we could definitely. I've been really deep diving the enhancements that we can do that people just, I don't know, no one does them. So it's hard to think of something that you've never seen, and you guys are the fuel to the imagination. So that's gonna be sick.
Really cool. That's a cool idea.
But we will.